for the spectacular first annual Christmas show extravaganza of Craft Show. Yeah, we went live. We set it at 2 p.m. and just went live for no apparent reason. We're live literally right now for no apparent reason.
Yeah.
Just
to be here.
Just to be here. And,
yeah.
You know, we got a Christmas tree.
Christmas tree. Merry Christmas. It's pink.
We got a new Darth Vader guy.
Yep.
Thing down here.
Maybe behind the GH5 right there.
He's right here. You can see him. We got Darth. Oops.
Oh, there went Darth.
There's Darth Vader.
Sorry, Scotty White.
We've got from Scotty White. He added to our set. We might have had a few beers because it's there's nothing happening right now in our world. I think that's a fair assessment.
Yeah. Well, my TV just shut down.
There's a big thing happening. We released a video today and put out some LUTs.
Yeah, we released the video.
And in fact, we're using the LUT right now. So you can use the LUT while streaming. We thought that was pretty cool. This is kind of like a test for that. But we did it. We tried it, and now we're doing it.
Yep. I'm just making sure we're in focus.
I don't expect there to be a lot of people watching this.
There probably is not going to be.
No, this is probably going to be a live stream only event.
We already got us one from Germany. Dein Platz.
Guten Tag.
Yes.
The only other German I remember, I mean, obviously like V Gates and all that stuff, but the only other thing I remember is, if I get it right, Was machen Sie gemacht? I think that means what are you going to make today, or what are you doing today? Is that right?
Yeah. I'm not
our
sure.
German pal?
He thanks us for our work, though.
Well, thank you.
Thank you
for watching.
Exactly.
So today, what is that right?
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag. Yep. Did I get Was machen Sie gemacht? Is that what are you doing today?
Yes.
Yes!
Good
I
job.
know German!
You know what? That would make really good for
that makes us huge in Germany right now.
I know.
Just that statement makes us epic in Germany.
Happy second week of Last Jedi. Jeff.
I hate that movie. Now we can talk about it. You guys want to talk about Last Jedi? You know what today is? Today is your show. We will literally talk about whatever shows up. So make sure you hit @CraftShow in the comments. Throw it in there. We're going to talk about whatever because this is the year in review, and we're here to review. We want to talk about how much I move my hands. We want to talk about the origin of Baby Seal Troll Force.
The exact same arm movement, too.
We can talk about flipping Jeff off.
Hey.
I didn't.
It's fine. You probably did.
We're rowdy today.
Let me figure it out.
We're excited because it's the end of the year.
Let's watch the replay.
I didn't flip you off. He's watching the replay down there.
Came close.
How are you guys doing? How's everybody doing? I hope you're having an awesome holiday. Like, whether you celebrate it or not, I hope it's a great holiday.
Yep.
Again, we're excited. We have Darth Vader with us. I wish... I should have planned better. We should have done an interview. You know, like, it's obviously...
With Darth Vader?
Yeah. Yeah.
That would have been awesome.
Yeah.
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 We'll have to do that some other.
We might have
Batman can do it.
Maybe, maybe we'll have some special guests on the show. Maybe we'll just do some special Sasquatch just killed himself.
That's how our day is. Going with our regular thing, this is really probably the other reason why we're on.
It's 100%.
Is we are drinking Dogfish Head Worldwide Stout.
Shout out to Worldwide Stout.
to Dogfish Head.
To Dogfish Head, I mean. Getting us kind of rowdy.
Yeah, it's a beer that comes out that every year the percentage changes, and they don't list the percentage. I would say this is a good 21 or so.
It's
probably.
A little punchy.
Yeah, it's a little punchy beer.
Yeah, we're doing well. So that's how it's going. So I hope everybody's like having a great time and has enjoyed the content we've created, because obviously we didn't expect at all. If you go back and look at video 1, the very first video, we're walking around what was going to be our offices. There's a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
We started out shooting videos on this Samsung.
That's like 3 or 4 offices.
Right? It is. And we started out being all vloggy and being kind of like a vlog thing. And then that went into camera tech, and then it turned into a GH5 channel, which we're not, but whatever. If you're here and you own a GH5, we love you. If you're here and you own a Sony, we love you.
Yeah.
The only camera we don't love you for is a black... I'm just kidding. I just wanted to troll myself.
No!
I would pretty much say that's a true statement.
No!
I think you're wrong. Anyway, we're just looking back, like we started the channel, it was just something we were experimenting with, and then we found a connection, and you guys started inspiring us. So everybody who watches this show or has watched the other live, or the other, not even live, the regular videos.
Yeah.
We were originally called Inside Craft Show.
Yeah.
Because we wanted to show like the inside look of a production company, and then it just mutated into a million other things, and now here we are. Towards the end of right at Christmas, it's Christmas break. You know, the film industry shuts down. The advertising industry typically shuts down. The commercials are already running.
We do not, though, so if you need somebody to work for you.
So if you need some work, or you need someone to do the work, me and Jeff are always available.
We're basically closed Monday, sort of.
Yeah, closed mundane sort of. So today, what we're talking about is
you got.
your favorite moments from Craft Show, what you might have, and we'll read them off in the comments, or if I can find the clips, I'll pull them up. It's going to be a sloppy show, just like we are.
This is going to be a sloppy show.
But that's not the point. The point is to celebrate like the awesome community that's here and put it all down. So anyway, so we started the show, and it mutated from there into something crazy, and here we are, a lot of viewers later, which is super humbling to me and Jeff.
Oh yeah.
Like, I never expected. We used to get excited about maybe 10 views. Yeah, exactly. And now it's like way more than that on most cases. And so that's just flattering in and of itself. And people say we're funny, and that's really great too. I think we're pretty honest. Like, Horst was here. Horst has known me for a long time. Jeff's known me longer. This is how I am.
Yeah.
I'm first.
It's how all of us are.
I have a very pink face.
You do.
That's for you, Duke Sweden. Troll of the universe. I'm calling you out because I love you, bro. I love me some Duke Sweden. I got a pink face. There's no way around it.
You do have a pink face.
I wave my hands when I talk. That joke has existed for a long time. There's like a Facebook feed about nothing but me moving my hands from some other friends that don't even watch this stuff. That's just who I am. I'm like, that is it. So you guys are getting 100% authentic. Like, I wish I could say I was putting on a show, but I'm not. It's me.
Yeah, that's very true.
It's 100% that way.
It is you.
Yeah. So... we've met some amazing people along the way. Is Espen here? Do we have any Vikings?
We have no Vikings here, but one of our friends, Josh, is here.
Oh, Josh from Little Camera Films. Little Josh, let me praise Josh for a second. Yeah, Josh is not going to like this. I think we should. But Josh took it upon himself. We threw out the challenge, and Josh accepted and blew our expectations out of the water.
Yes, the first person to accept that.
He was. We asked for content for small batch creatives, which if you guys haven't seen any of that stuff, it's crazy. I'll throw some up here in a second, and we'll take a look at it. But like, we started putting out the small batch creative stuff, and Josh took it upon himself to create an episode. He did it. Yeah. He did it on his own, and then he took notes because we had notes. We had to give him notes. And so Josh from Little Camera Films, bro, just want to praise you. Like, well done, man. You get
and a cheers, actually, because he's day drinking as well. All
right, there it is, Josh. Your kid must not be around. Oh.
Yes.
Or maybe he is, and you're like me. My kids were here earlier, and I kicked them out because I wanted to drink. Does that make me terrible?
No.
I didn't think so.
No.
So, yeah, so Little Camera Films is here hanging out. Who else have we got? I see Geoff.
Yeah,
welcome back, Geoff. We haven't seen you in a while.
Eric Weathers is here.
Eric Weathers, you're old school,
James Dean and Eric Weathers, so I think he's James's partner, isn't he?
I think
in that
so.
company? I think so,
might
too.
Be the case.
I think so. Andrew's here. I've talked to Andrew a few times.
Yeah.
What happened to a green tree? My wife. That's honestly what happened to a green tree.
Yeah.
I have tried brew dogs as well. Brew dogs is amazing.
Good contrast right now.
Yeah. We just
Your balls are quite bright.
That's what she said?
I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know.
If you had shiny balls, would you protrude them out of your pants?
No. I actually wouldn't.
You'd keep them kind of special.
I think it'd be a special.
If you had shiny balls versus Winona's Big Brown Beaver, which one's better to you? Shiny balls or Winona's Big Brown Beaver?
I'll say shiny balls.
I'm going to go with Winona.
She likes Taco Bell, though.
She strokes it all the time. One day, prick your finger. Might be a porcupine. So you guys don't know Primus. That's all we're referencing. That's all. We're not that perverse. We're a little crazy, a little rowdy. This will probably end up next year. When I get sick again or Jeff gets sick, this will be drunk episode number 2.
Yes. Hopefully I don't get sick like I did last year.
We've had some great things happen. We had the shittle emerge. We had
one of my seals.
Baby Seal Troll Force, the greatest thing in the universe. I'm going to put these stickers up on the website as soon as I get off my ass and do it. You guys can buy those if you want them.
Yeah.
We might even donate some money from those too. Who cares? We're just going to donate money. If you've had a chance, if you don't know what we're talking about, we put out those LUTs today. A bunch of you have bought them, which is so flattering. It's insane, just from like an awesome level.
Yeah.
But the fact that hopefully you realize the value in the LUTs and they help you. If they don't, I'm sorry. But hopefully they help you. But the greatest thing about it is a portion of that money goes to the Pew family, which is a big deal.
Yeah, like, it's a very big deal.
It was a weird scenario where we were on the Bills Bacon shoot, and Jared kind of spoiled the news. I don't know if Bud Long's watching or not, but like
waited till the end of the show.
Yeah, waited till we were done with the shoot.
Very professional.
And let us know that Vicky had leukemia, and you know, like I sat in my car and cried because it affected me. She's my friend, and Jonathan's my friend. Jonathan's more my friend.
Yeah.
But Vicky,
they've been family for
long time,
God,
since
4 or
2013.
5 years.
Yeah.
For a
So
long
they've
time.
been in the mix, and so
Yeah.
to anything like whenever you guys get the LUTs, hopefully they help you. We tried to price them like really fairly, but what we take from that is then we give them some money for their GoFundMe, and here's why they need the money. And this isn't a sales pitch, but it's the truth. They need money because first off, healthcare in the U.S. is expensive, but the other half of that is Jonathan's an independent guy like the rest of us.
Yeah.
And so if he's not working, he's not making money, and so in this case, he's not working. He had to go.
No, he's got to take care
of his wife in Birmingham. So Birmingham's about 3.5, 4 hours away from here.
Yep.
Their family lives here. They have 2 little boys. This is
Who are here.
Who are here.
Yeah,
they didn't get to go up with them.
Yeah, they had to stay here.
So it's a big deal to us. They've like lost their minds. They can't believe that we've all these people have, not just us. There's other people doing stuff.
There's a lot of people helping them out.
But the craft show community jumping in and doing this stuff, like that's hugely awesome. So again, hopefully you have a chance to look at the LUTs. If not, I don't care. It's totally cool. I get it.
Yeah, me too.
Right? Like, and maybe you don't want the LUTs and you want to donate. That's fine too.
Yep.
There's a GoFundMe link somewhere.
A link. Yeah, we have the link on the video.
It's on the video. But more importantly, like the community has rallied behind that and other causes. I've seen it already. I've seen people lift other people up instead of tear them down, and that alone is one of my favorite moments of 2017 so far.
That's what I feel craft show community's become.
I do too.
So, yeah. Thank you all.
Trev! You're old school, Trev.
Yes.
Let's give a shout out to Trev, who's been around since almost day one, maybe even day one. I think you were here for the first live show. Is that fair to say, Trev?
I'm pretty sure Trev was.
I think Trev's pretty old school.
Is
Amateur Media Group here?
I don't know what Trev's talking about. He asked if you talk with your hands. Like, I've never seen that happen.
I don't
before.
talk with my hands. Would you guys rather? All right, look. We'll do this next entire 5 minutes. Where's the clock? Here it is. I'm going to set a timer. 5 minutes. I will not talk with my hands.
Shopping is definitely what Christmas, I think, has become, Trev. Definitely.
It's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be this. It's supposed to be us hanging out, having drinks.
It's supposed to be about...
And loving each other.
Yes.
I can't even find a timer on my
Without
Samsung.
getting into religion at all.
No.
Because that would be a whole nother 800-hour episode.
Here it is, timer. 5 minutes. We're going to do it. 5 minutes, right here. Look. I have it set.
I agree with Andrew. Good luck with that.
Here we go.
I don't think it's going to happen.
I'm going to turn the ringtone on so you knuckle turds can hear it. 5 minutes.
Hey, don't call anybody K-turd.
It's officially started.
That was another one we forgot earlier.
K-turds is a plus? Yeah, yeah.
We've still got to do K-turds.
Would you wear a K-turd shirt? I don't know if I would.
No, but you
know what? It might be KTRDS. And look, I didn't move my hand very much.
No, just a little bit. That to me is reasonable, because you have to.
Now, whenever I want to do it, I'm just going to be like... like, I feel like I'm tied to a chair right now.
Yeah. You doing 5 minutes that way is like me doing 5 minutes without touching my beard.
How about you doing 5 minutes of straight talking?
That will never happen. Sorry. This is not who I am. I can't talk for 5 minutes.
I'm still laughing. I think it's funny, the idea of you being prequel Santa.
I like that. That was actually a pretty good one. That was
the Star Wars universe.
That was a quick clip. Yeah.
Yeah. So, what do you guys? What was your favorite moments of Craft Show 2017? Do you have any favorite moments? Like, it's not about us. I mean, in the community. Is it the chat room? Is it? What would it be that your favorite? Doesn't this look so weird that I'm not using my hands?
It does. Even looking at the screen over there, it looks
I
weird.
feel like a T-Rex all of a sudden. And I can't even demonstrate it because I promised I wouldn't lift my hands.
Oh, that's awesome. What's the time? We are at 3:35 left.
It feels like forever.
He said he touched his.
Feels like forever. What is your favorite Craft Show? Batman?
Dyneplatz said GH5 versus Red, which is the one that kind of started this whole journey in Orange.
It really did, because if you see over here, notice I'm using my head.
We barely have.
If you look over here.
Here.
Wait, let's talk about what you're doing.
Phone.
Hold on, no. Why don't you? I'm keeping my hands here.
All right, hold on. Let me pull it in first.
First off, tell them what you're doing.
Because it's a little off. We have this nice little D-tap piece. Yes, I'm using an $80,000 camera to charge my phone. My phone was dead. I'm in AC sometimes, so I have a USB D-tap to charge my phone while I'm on set.
Yeah, $80,000 camera charging his phone.
I have my phone charging my camera.
Yeah, but the Red versus GH5 is a great point. Whoever brought that up. D-Plots?
Yes.
Yeah. Brought that up. And it is true. That's kind of the birth of it, because we own that camera. We have an Epic and a couple of Scarlets. And we own those cameras. And then suddenly...
owned the Anton Bowers.
Yeah. So suddenly someone brought us a GH5 because we were looking for a second camera. And we were almost bought a C100.
Size-wise.
Kinda, because the C100 is not that much smaller.
But it's still a smaller...
I'm reaching for my beer. No hand gestures. Slow movements.
It's a smaller pack-out gear-wise for us, which is what we were trying to do. Because, I mean, this red for us, to bring a reds, it's 2 1650s just for the cameras, basically.
Yeah.
So, and I probably just rolled all the way off screen, sorry. So yeah, I know it's partially just trying to find something that was a smaller, easier run and gun style kind of thing for us.
Yeah, and so then someone brought us a GH5 and we fell in love with it. I had shot on the Sony.
We did.
In fairness, I haven't spent enough time with it, but I shot on the Sony A7S, and I didn't care for it. Now, I'm going to take responsibility. I totally effed up the footage. Like, it was total shit.
Yeah. Because I can say my first experience, I actually got our DP from Nigel and Oscar to buy an A7S based off of my time on a short film with one.
Oh.
Because I loved it so much.
Yeah, I wish we could get Jamie. I wish Jamie Erman was around.
I'd love to have Jamie around.
That guy's a great DP.
Actually, you know who else I'd like to have around? His wife.
Oh, yeah,
It'd be an interesting story because she's an EP that is an executive producer that's...
She does
quite a big stuff.
She does Jane the Virgin. It's her show. She's the showrunner. So anyway, Jamie's just
but Jamie's
an
awesome
dude. right in here and just have a good time. I don't know if Jamie watches this stuff or not. I think Jamie hates me.
We taught him how to drink beer.
Yeah, he never drank beer.
I'll officially say that.
And then he started the LBC, which stands for the Little Bigger Club, meaning you've gotten a little bit bigger after drinking those beers. Yeah. And that's where me and Jeff are both still members. He apparently is not.
Yeah, well, that's been a group that's been very inactive for a while.
Yeah, it's kind of
it needs to get a little
we need to have
more
a
active again.
Show. Anyways, so the Red versus GH5. That's a great point, great moment. We proved that the GH5 can stand its own against the Red. There are things about the Red. Now, I also, earlier on in Inside Craft Show, and all the content, I was anti-Metabone speed booster gimmicks.
Both of us were.
Yeah. And now... we're shooting on one right now because I am completely obsessed with it, and I think it's great. I was wrong.
Yeah.
I was wrong. Wrong.
No, we definitely have to eat that.
I have to eat that. That was a mistake.
We both were very wrong about that.
I can move my hands, taking that. I can move my hands.
You did quite well.
That. I can move them. I can move them. Bow, 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 bow. Just call me Cesaro. I did it! I did it!
You did.
Take that, Internet! I can't stop this from making noises.
Yeah, sick of Samsung.
Take that! I can sit still and not move my hands for 5 minutes. All you non-believers out there.
No. No!
I did it. You baby seals, you.
Yeah. But anyways, going back to the other thing. In all honesty, I also was kind of anti-GH5 at the beginning.
Yeah, you were. Jeff hates the GH5.
I did. There's still certain things I definitely hate about the GH5.
Oh, well, here's the funny thing, is we still find things that are a little frustrating. Did he bring it up, the light bulb?
I feel like even though it's been out for almost a year, most people haven't put the GH5 through its paces because it has so many features.
That's true. So here's a very simple one.
Yeah, it's a different little segue than what you're going to.
I know, but
yeah, it's
one
still
of the
the
ones,
same segue in a way.
when we were dealing with the LUTs, when Jeff and I were building out the LUT test, we wanted to make them factory standard LUTs, which they're available now. That not shamelessly plugging, but available. But in doing that, if you haven't seen the video that's already up, it got dropped earlier today. Yep. We set the camera to pure tungsten. Basically, we set it to the light bulb. More specifically, the light bulb. Yeah. We then, and it was bouncing off the whiteboard, so it was just clean light coming in, and we set it to the light bulb, and it's orange as Donald Trump. Like, it is straight up.
It really was.
It's the Trump tones.
It was definitely
Baby Seal and the Trump tones was in full effect.
It truly was not.
Moment.
It was not a true 3200.
It's not. So the light bulb on the GH5, that little preset is garbage. If I were you, I would set it to the K.
I would actually be interested to see how it looks to other people on different GH5s.
Oh, maybe
if it's a standard all around where it's orange.
Well, we did it in log. We did but maybe.
Or if it's not, and the color temp actually changes camera to camera, or basically production model to a production model.
That could be a huge issue.
Yeah, it could be a very large issue.
Wow, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah.
If you have a chance, check it out. The light bulb is garbage. That's where I'm going with it.
That's basically what we're saying.
Yeah. So then we kind of played with that stuff and figured out. So there's still problems or new innovations. There's still moments of coming out of it. Like anamorphic on the GH5, I think is still phenomenal.
Yeah, 4K.
4K.
Even 6K actually is phenomenal.
It looks great unless you have to do. You care about the focus.
It's the hard. It's the amount of focus.
VFX Todd. Thanks for buying the LUTs, bro. I truly appreciate it. We seriously do. I hope they work for you.
Yeah,
you don't like them.
He does not. No, he says he doesn't see the orange tint in his log on GH5.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I might be correct with that.
Yeah. So if it's changing, can everybody do that test? If you have log, will everybody just try it?
Andrew said blue-green for him.
Okay,
which is closer to what it should be.
So this is weird. That means
it should be a blue-greenish tint.
But that's weird.
It is weird.
That's bizarre.
Yeah.
So like, I wonder if we're not getting, if there's an inconsistency in that. Like we didn't test it on this one. We tested on the one we're filming on right now.
We have. It's true. We didn't,
so
and we don't know where this one came from, time-wise.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, because we bought a second one. You guys hadn't figured out. We're on a GH5. There's a second GH5. We bought a second GH5. We liked them so much, and we frankly we make so much money off of them. They're great. Like you can pay them off relatively quickly.
And you should probably keep doing it.
Can you read the quote?
Yeah, Trev says I usually just take a custom white balance before every shoot. We don't take the actual custom white balance. We just dial in the custom temperature for what we want.
Which is partly coming from a red where we just got used to being able to
but I agree with Trev. If you know your colors, I think that is the best one, or your temperatures, I should say. I think that's the best way to do it.
No, it's the right way to do it. If you have time to do white balance.
Especially if you're doing mixed whites, it's a really good way to do it.
No, totally right. That's a whole separate thing. Like the white balance thing is a whole separate thing. Like I view white balance different than a lot of others do because I like to dial in again.
We both dial it in.
I like to dial it in and then make the adjustments to white balance as we go. Versus, and it's so easy on this to do that. Versus on the red, that is. Versus the GH5s, it's not quite as easy. And, and frankly, unless I have the Atmos hooked up, I don't really pay attention.
True.
I mean, I'll just be honest.
No,
like that little big screen.
Very true.
The little big screen is just.
I do the same thing.
Yeah. Well, yesterday, like the camera was sitting right here.
Yeah.
For that post we just put up, and it showed you and me in focus.
Yeah. Which one of us is it?
I'm in focus.
Okay.
They're out. But the peaking showed you in like it's like little bitty things. I mean, again, they can't give us all the stuff right away, and they just wouldn't do it.
No. Well, I will say, in the LED video we dropped today, the Matthew C stand completely in focus the whole entire time. Back of your face, like midpoint through your body to the back is in focus. The front is slightly out of focus. Yet the camera said it was all in focus.
Yeah. I mean, it is what it is.
That is one of my things that I have problems with.
Another thing that we said that I'm going to retract is I said for a long time this lens was my favorite lens. Yeah. This Leica 12-60 right here.
Still a good lens.
It's a great lens. It's no longer my favorite lens because of the speed boosters.
Yeah.
If I had to buy a still photography lens, I think I would, despite people complaining about it, if I had to buy a new lens, I would buy the Sigma Art 18-35.
Yes.
I love that lens.
Yeah.
I was wrong.
I like it for the weight.
No, I do too.
It's one of my favorite parts about it.
But we also, like, this is being shot on a...
This is being shot on CP2.
4,000, well, once was 4,000. It's not that much now, but $4,000 lens at one point. This is on a CP2. What you're seeing right now, we have a full set of CP2, so really, you get a speed booster in CP2.
I want to make sure we had a lens on there.
I couldn't remember.
I just thought about that.
I just happened to look and kind of gone that way. I like 18-35. I think especially if you put...
Sorry, it annoys me from an AC standpoint.
If you put some of those mists and other gimmicks on the glass, whether it's in the matte box or digital, I think that makes a huge difference and makes a better looking image, frankly.
So VFX Todd first.
Todd!
Did you get the chance to record the video for the edit challenge thing?
No, buddy, I'm working on it. Just give me some time. Do you want it sober or drunk? Either way.
If you want it drunk, perfect time.
If I drink one more beer, I'm going off the cliff.
Yeah, because
it's a light pale ale.
Yeah. You have three options. You have a pale ale.
Yeah.
A stout that's not very heavy, or another World-Wide.
I'm not drinking the World-Wide stout. I can't handle that. This is like 10 billion%.
Andrew asked, I have an old 50mm Minolta. Should I buy a speed booster?
Yes.
We have an old 50mm
Where is
Minolta.
It's in the camera bag.
Yeah, it's in the camera bag.
We have that.
I would definitely suggest buying.
I think it's Photodiox made one that converted it from Minolta's
to an EF.
To an EF.
Is what we did.
EF onto the speed booster.
Yes.
That's my favorite lens to shoot with.
We are convoluted that way because we have an EF mount on the red.
Yeah, that's correct.
Which is what we got the 50mm originally the adapter for.
Right.
Was to be able to put it onto the
No, we originally got it for T3Is.
We did.
Canon T3Is. We shot an entire feature film on T3Is that is so terrible.
Yes.
It's going to be on Amazon Prime soon. I'm going to upload it. I don't even care. It's such a bad movie. It's like The Room bad. I promise. There's a couple of decent shots. No, that's counterclockwise. It's The Room bad.
Here you go.
Skyhook's just boring.
At CRFTSHO from David.
David says...
What do you think of shooting in anamorphic mode with a normal lens to get 5K res, then crop the top bottom, even though it's 420 instead of 422?
No, you can get a 422.
Still 10-bit.
Oh, wait, no, I have 6K.
No, it's still 10-bit. He's correct, but it's 420, not 422.
I like it if you need it. I think it's a tool. Like, I wouldn't rely on it. We did.
Yeah, it's a tool.
Did you see that video?
We did do a video, or you did a video on it.
David, we had a video out where we talked about it. And we did some content that way where we did that, and it's pretty interesting. It really is. It's a pretty cool feature knowing that you can do it. You just have to overshoot slightly. So if you want a 35 look, you kind of got to be at a 28, and maybe even arguably a 25 because you're going to reframe and you're going to crop out. And you also have to give more headroom if you want to keep the head in. Otherwise, you crop the head. There's a lot of little details if you do the 6K, 5K workflow. Then you kind of have to think about your shots a lot, which is kind of cool too, because then you're suddenly thinking about your effing shots.
You are. And the crop down to it.
Shots, I got whiskey over there.
Do we? Oh, we do have.
We all got some. What's that fancy shit right there? Shittle.
That's Remy.
Oh, I got some Remy.
Yeah.
Should we drink some Remy after this?
Should
we go? Oh, we got moonshine. I got some moonshine.
No.
We're in Alabama, y'all.
No.
Yeah, come on. I got a Dr. Pepper right there. Dr. Pepper and moonshine.
Yeah, you know what that Dr. Pepper is?
Do you know what that moonshine is?
That's still good. I don't know about that. Okay.
Man, I just love this community so much. I'm rowdy.
Chris Monroe, he has a set of Pentax Super. Yes.
Yeah, Jeff's a big... talk about your Pentax days.
I was an old Pentax guy when I was a film guy. I have Pentax 645, Pentax 672. Before my first marriage, or before my first divorce,
James Dean.
I had four K1000s as well, and a whole bunch of lenses. But yeah, Pentax lenses I think are amazing. Trev brought up to Andrew they should buy some old Nikkor Canons, Rocors. I agree. Old Leica lenses, especially if you can find some.
Yes.
You can find some pretty cheap still.
It's an adapter
every once in a while.
nightmare,
Yeah, it's an adapter nightmare.
It's totally worth it.
You can get some really good, a lot of really good vintage glass. I know a lot of people that are RE owners that are going after the 1970s Minolta lenses right now.
That's my jam.
That's a big thing for a lot of people.
I like that. It's a lifestyle look, and it's my jam.
Yeah, but it's just like the anamorphic guys that do all the different projector lenses and stuff. Yeah,
Ichi's not here though.
You know, it's personal taste.
And Victor, our boy Victor bought an anamorphic lens.
Yeah, Victor bought his first anamorphic.
If you guys don't watch Victor's channel, it's absolutely one of our favorite. Like we are obsessed.
He's got multiple channels now.
I know. Retro Machines is different.
The Dutch shooter one that he has is amazing.
Dutch shooter's my jam.
Retro is very amazing too, but it's very much like
it's not for me. It's too technical. Yeah.
Like your wife or my wife watching this,
right?
Not going to be interested.
Right.
If you're into retro computers and stuff like that, you'll love his other channel.
You should totally watch Dutch Shooter.
Yeah.
I think it's brilliant. James Dean Company, can I just give you some love since we're celebrating 2017? We met. We've become very fast friends, long conversations. We've talked a lot. I absolutely adore you. I think your skill. James Dean is responsible for the Baby Seal Troll Force logo, the Baby Seal and the Trump Tones logo. James Dean is a fantastic artist, but you're also a hell of a shooter. I'm very proud of watching your progress, not from an arrogant place of on high, but just literally seeing you take the risk to throw it out there. Like, so many people will just not put their... You know what?
Yeah.
We F up all the time.
Yeah.
But we put it out there because if somebody else learns from it, then it wasn't really an F up. Like, it actually was something great. And so James like throws his content out there, asks for critiques. So James, I want to give you a high five, buddy. Do it. Go ahead and touch the screen. James, just do it. Tell me you're doing it. I need to know you're doing it. Thank you. That is the kind of stuff that's really amazing about this community, and so many members of it. Like, send us more stuff. Like we've always said, if we have time, like it. Hopefully at the start of the year we won't have time, but if we have time and you want feedback on anything, not that we're some on-high people, but if you just want independent feedback, send it. And why is independent feedback important? Because it saves your ass. Yeah. I just got hired to write another script. So I'm working on a script. A producer came to me. He read the original draft. Somebody died.
That's your hands.
It's probably Squatchy.
You keep knocking.
It's Squatchy. Somebody came to me and they read the original script and they said, hey, we like it, but we want a bunch of rewrites. And he just laid them out. And so now I'm in the process. I got commissioned to rewrite a feature. I'm very excited. It's very creepy. But I had to open myself up to that critique by just being my precious about it. You're killing the very identity of who you are. You're going to become Ryan Johnson and make shitty movies. Oh, did I say that?
Huh?
I'm sorry. I hate Star Wars The Last Jedi so much. Star Wars The Last Jedi, to Star Wars fans, is... No. The baby seal troll force of Star Wars films.
All right, well, we have questions.
Okay, I'm sorry.
What do you recommend prime lenses for GH5? This from VFX Todd.
Todd, I like, if you're on the cheap, the Rokinon, the Voigtlanders, everybody loves. We have not shot with them yet.
Yeah.
Voigtlander.
Yeah.
Highlander.
Vedras.
Here
a lot of
we
people.
are.
Which that's one thing we really should work at.
Yeah, the other ones.
Yeah, is because we've been saying for a while that we're going to do
I got to get a check from effing YouTube. Once I get some money from YouTube for people watching stuff, I will put it back in and we'll do some lenses.
I know. We'll get some shittle stuff going.
Some shittles.
Yeah.
Those are good. I personally like Rokinons. They don't bother me. Especially for like interview type content. If you're shooting a film or a narrative, it's a little tricky to me. The Rokinons, the 85 Rokinon for interviews is absolutely outstanding. I find it to be absolutely gorgeous. I like the Zeiss lenses, but I would not own them. They have a nasty chromatic aberration that's just abysmal in my opinion. So I would not get those, but they're great rental lenses.
Yeah.
The real thing is, what I would do if I were you is I would collect vintage lenses because they're not going to match necessarily.
Yeah.
I would collect vintage lenses. I would own the Sigma 18-35 art lens, the photography version, because it's just nice and easy and quick. And if you did need like autofocus for some reason, that, and then I would rent the rest of my glass and save yourself, and then mark it up to your client. Have your client pay for it. Dude, we shot a commercial that had no business being shot on Master Primes in Master Primes. You know why?
Yeah.
Because we found a good rate. Now, granted, that's part of it, but we got a good rate on it, and we billed it back to the client, and they took it. So, like, if I were you, I would own a couple of really good lenses to get you by, to help you make some money, and then when the bigger jobs come along, I would figure out a way of getting them to pay for it. Next question.
Yes. James Dean Company.
Steven Spielberg face. This is for you, James Dean. Steven Spielberg face. Go ahead.
How do you guys do the audio recording for your vlogs?
I don't fucking know.
There goes the
Next
monetize
question,
on
please.
this one. Actually, we used the little hot shoe gimmick that Panasonic makes it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like how you call it. You used to not call it the hot shoe gimmick, and now you do.
I know.
And I get that from Stone Cold Steve Austin, who calls everything an effing gimmick. Yeah. I've already said F once.
Yeah.
I won't say it again. That was just for you, JD.
That
makes me Jonathan Depew. Makes me sad. All right, go ahead. Next question. Steven Spielberg.
Condition.
These are quick fire.
James Dean has already answered this too. Human Condition asked if JD did the Roy Moore logo.
Oh my God.
That's pretty
I love this group. Keep the snarky trolls. Come on, baby.
And
Be
now,
a baby seal.
Now we're
Do
out of
it.
questions.
We're out of questions already?
Out of questions.
Well, that's fine.
Everybody's talking.
All right, so me and Jeff made a movie. If you don't know about this movie,
we made a movie?
It's called Sasquatch. It used to be called Nigel and Oscar versus the Sasquatch.
Yeah.
Now it's called Sask, which is spelled S-A-S-Q.
Which will explain why we have a Sasquatch in the office.
Yeah, that was given to us.
That's a shout
I'm
going
to show the trailer so we can have like a 2-minute break so that I can like re-pump up my arms. I have to do some push-ups.
Says here Sasquatch's #1 predator is the draconians. What's a draconian?
That's, lizard people. Let me see.
We're going on an expedition to find Sasquatch. No big deal.
You get that pack on, then I'll get up.
Dad, these were Todd's friends. Nigel. And his brother something.
Have you seen like an 8-foot Sasquatch?
Not today.
Well, look harder.
Well, well, well.
Klaus! We have to hatch a new plan.
Maybe we should team up with Klaus.
I'd rather kiss Cthulhu. Does the Sasquatch pants do?
Can I borrow that?
Sure. Sure you don't want any face camo? You're gonna stick out like a sore thumb.
I'm good. You're gonna shoot Bigfoot?
We're gonna tranquilize Sasquatch.
You can hit it from that distance?
No. I'm good. But I'm willing to bet Samson can.
I gotta get a better view of the landscape. Try and spot the best route.
You're just wasting time.
Gymkhana!
I'm back, bitches. I've come back for an interview. This is your one chance. Interview the Batman. Otherwise, I'm just gonna vanish. All you knuckle turds, just turn around. I'm gonna go get Harley Quinn, stick a banana in my ass again.
Whoa, Batman. That was quite a bit right there.
Yeah, this episode's rated R. It's like Logan. I'm old.
Oh, how old are you, Batman?
I'm 57.
That's only 7 years older than I am.
And I'm loving it.
So what's your favorite part of this year, Batman?
Me. I'm the favorite part of this year. It's all about me. Batman. Do you remember that episode? Do you remember the episode? Sorry, I had to clear my throat. I get a little emotional.
As you should, Batman.
You remember the episode where I sat down and I told you guys I came back as grittier? That's one of my favorite moments. You made me look like a 1970s porn star.
I thought we were going to snuff porn.
It was snuff porn. I snuff out the villains. I'm Batman.
Ooh, David's asking a question to Batman. Does your back hurt?
My back always hurts. It got broken by Bane, who sounds like he's ordering food from a McDonald's when he talks. Next question.
Batman wants Robin doing in the closet.
Robin's in the closet. There's no shame in that. We don't make fun of the fact that he's in the closet because he's Robin. He's small. He's tiny. He's like a little bird. Sometimes I carry him in my pocket. Sometimes I go Richard Gere with Robin.
Wow. Enlightening. Does Batman have the mustache?
If you could see my cowl, or under my cowl, you'd see that I have a mustache. Yes, I have. I borrowed it from Dawson.
You borrowed it from Dawson. I was going to say you might have borrowed it from Henry Cavill when they took it out in Justice League.
Henry Cavill in Justice League
Dad.
it's an abomination to soups. Let me tell you why. Superman is an a-hole, and Henry Cavill's actually a nice guy. He's a decent fella. I once saw him at a Make-A-Wish Foundation where he punched all the kids in the face. But they deserved it because they were needy.
Okay, Little Camera Films. Is Dawson Robin?
Dawson is Robin. I can't believe you figured it out.
Oh my god.
We gave him a...
Oh god. That's great.
We gave him a mustache to make him look older than 13.
He's slightly older than 13, 15, 16. Maybe 17. I don't know. Alright.
In Alabama, the legal age is 16. I got a
For
little
Roy
chart.
Moore, it's less. Alright.
Any more questions? Otherwise, I have to go fight the Joker.
We have no more questions.
Okay, that's gonna do it. All right, happy 2017, you knuckle turds. This is Batman. I'm out of here. Goodbye.
Now I'm going to show y'all something from Craft Show.
Sorry about that. Had to step away.
Yeah.
I have lactose intolerance, and I eat yogurt every morning. That's a true story. I don't know why I decided to eat yogurt, and so I had to run to the restroom. So I hope everything went okay.
Yeah, we just interviewed Batman.
Oh, he showed up.
Batman showed up for a while.
Delightful. Batman showed up.
Darth tried to choke him a little bit, but didn't work.
Yeah. Old Dorothy.
So I'm going to go back up here to VFX Todd.
VFX Todd! With the questions
when we were doing the Nigel versus Sasquatch.
Yeah, you can't call it Nigel versus Oscar. It's Sasquatch.
Ask what we shot that on. It was shot on reds.
It was shot on that red.
That red. And a couple Scarlets. We shot with Cook S4s and Ingenue 12x.
Yep. Yeah, the S4s, if you like in that, it's like been the trailer is kind of distorted.
Yeah.
On purpose to kind of get that
VHS
very much vibe.
Yeah, it's very much VHS.
But if you have a chance to rent the movie, which is now available, shamelessly plugging because I don't really care.
iTunes, Amazon,
Vudu. No, not on Vudu. Google Play.
Hulu.
Not yet.
Okay.
You saved this for last, but it's on all the pay-per-view platforms. If you have a chance, check it out if you'd like, and then give us an epic. I'm going to tell that in a second. Cool story. Yeah. Just a little pro tip. But if you have a chance, check it out. But you can see the separation. There's a lot of separation from the background. And Jamie, the DP on that film, really wanted to. I directed. Jeff was AC/colorist/ delivery guy.
Actually, didn't AC that show at all.
Oh, you were just pure color.
I did color,
DIT,
and Steadicam.
Yeah. And so, anyway, that film itself, Jamie wanted to use Cook S4s so that we got a better separation from the background. And it's really apparent when you see it versus something like...
That's a great choice.
Yeah, it is. Versus something like the Lumix, not Lumix, the Leica lenses.
Yeah, the Summicrons.
The Summicrons.
Yeah, the Summoluxes.
The Summolux and Summicron, they blend into the scene a lot more. So the light... Right. It wraps around the viewer, or the subject differently, so they kind of blend into the scene a little bit better.
But that was a discussion the three of us had for quite a long time with the producers too.
It was,
with Sky
who's
Robinson, not here.
No, he's
today.
In Barbados.
Yeah, exactly.
I saw on Facebook.
I did too.
Typical producer.
Yeah, exactly.
Movie comes out, he goes to Barbados.
Yeah,
probably to make some extra money.
Probably.
Mm-hmm. Talk all the trash I want now that I know he's not here.
Exactly.
Yeah,
I know he's not here. Watch though. Now that he's done it.
Yeah.
We'll see him pop up here.
There it is.
Destroy both.
Little Camera Films. Let me check. Let me confirm. Did you just buy those LUTs, sir? Thank you so much. We truly appreciate it. And more importantly, thank you for helping the Depews. Like that's
that's
awesome.
really what it is.
That's all it really is.
Yeah,
like we have to recoup some kind of cost level because there's things involved that cost us money. But like, thank you for doing that. Like at the end of the day, that's amazing. So hopefully they benefit you. Jeff's trick is pretty epic. Like I want you guys to understand what Jeff does.
It's kind of one of those. I learned it from another colorist.
Yeah, but that's not what you told me.
No, I know.
But what you told me was that potentially they're going to be pissed at you because you gave away an industry trick.
It is. That's what I was getting to. It's definitely an industry. It's an industry
put my hands
trick.
down again.
Oh look, Sandy showed up.
Jeremy Sandy.
Hi, Jeremy.
Jeremy Sandy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You know what? You know what, Jeremy Sandy? I love you, so that means something needs to happen.
Actually, you know what did happen last night for me?
What's that?
I'm going on a weird tangent here. I watched the original Roy.
Oh, you did?
Last night on Stars, I think it was Stars or Showtime. Made me think of Jeremy.
Did it?
Yeah. I watched the original Die Hard last night.
Oh, you watched the original Die Hard?
Yeah, original Die Hard. Yeah. Well, he goes by Roy for the beginning because of Roy Rogers.
Yeah, so in honor of Jeremy Sandy...
Oh, look at this.
Look at this. I've learned how to use the Wirecast.
You have.
Jeremy Sandy, I'm just going to say it because you're not in the room now, bro, and I can say it. Jeremy is... so if you guys don't know, they're making a Die Hard 6. Yep. We're all trying to help
Jeremy. Year 1.
Die Hard Year 1. We're all trying to help Jeremy get into it because we believe that Jeremy not only looks like Bruce Willis, but Jeremy has the acting chops to pull it off. And if you don't believe me... Jeremy has gone out on his own and shot some stuff. Me and Jeff just helped him on the post side.
Since we've gotten rid of the cussing side of it.
Yeah, you can drop the bombs. Yeah. So here's Jeremy Sandy being kind of a Bruce Willis type guy. And if you want to share it, then that's great. All you got to do is hashtag I'm with Roy. Here.
Okay, we're going to find the elevator. What the fuck are you doing?
Oh, wait, no, back up.
Get you from your back up. Jesus Christ. Hey, hold on. Let me talk to you. Okay, sounds good. Okay. Yes, sir.
Get your ass out the building. But you said a bomb threat. I got a gun.
You can't do that shit. You know what you're doing with that thing? You're gonna shoot your dick off.
That's a racist comment to say. Black people know how to use guns, okay? About that.
You even know if it's loaded?
Slow.
It's loaded.
Ooh. Because black people know how to cock. You're gonna be like James and Godell, huh?
What?
You know, walking Texas Ranger.
What are you talking about?
You don't know? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, well, I hate to break it to you, Dr. Huxtable, but not all the white people watch Walker, Texas Ranger. Come on.
There we go. There we go. Whoa!
And mute.
Feedback. Sorry, everyone to watch the scene. That was delightful.
Yeah. So yeah, VFX thought, oh my God, it's young Bruce Willis.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, he very much does.
Yeah, Jeremy Sandy is young Bruce Willis. And that's not shameless plug. If you guys would send us stuff, we'll shamelessly plug you.
Clark is here.
Clark! Clark Griswold is here, everybody.
Yep.
Clark! Welcome back, Clark. Your insight on The Last Jedi is hands down some of the best I've seen. If you have not read Clark's comments, Clark, just make a damn video already. Like, Clark has it. Clark has it into a science, and by Clark we mean Peter Kent.
Yep.
If you don't know who we're talking about.
I'm going back up here.
Yeah, we're going back up to Trev. Trev has a question. I see an orange box.
Yeah, Trev says you guys film a lot of food. Did you at least try some of it?
Oh, dude. Let me backtrack two things. First off, I'm look.
It's going pretty
I'm
far
out of
back
beer. Straight up serious.
I gotta drink the rest
Bill
of it.
E's bacon, and I am dead damn serious, is hands down the most delicious bacon I've ever had in my entire life.
That's not just us saying that.
No.
He is ranked number 2, I think, in the United States.
Yeah, for bacon. It is
in the top 10 for for around the world.
So while we were there,
for some reason he is in Lower Alabama.
Yeah. So while we were there, we met this guy named Hiram.
Which
Hiram,
we teased.
sorry.
Awesome.
Hiram.
Yeah.
Hiram Quintana. And Hiram is a chef that won or was sous chef of the year in 2016.
Yep.
Listen to this story. Like, backtrack 1 second. This is why we love food. So Hiram is sous chef of the year in 2016. That is the assistant chef, essentially, if you don't know what that means. Hiram is sous chef of the year 2016. The dude turns around and goes back to the World Food Championships. He gets a golden ticket, which is exactly how it sounds. Yeah. It's a Willy Wonka ticket for him to do whatever he wants. And he turns it down because he wants to learn more from other chefs. So he passes his opportunity. He puts ego aside and says, I still have things I want to learn. So he sous chefs for the guys in 2017 and ends up winning World Championships of food. Second burger in the United States.
Yep. First in barbecue, I think it was.
First in bacon.
Bacon, yeah. He won 3 or 4. Though.
Yeah. As the sous chef, like he committed
sous
to
chef
it.
for all these people.
So Hiram became like, we met him at the bacon thing and we fell in love. The thing about food and the hardest part about food and the simplest way to shoot food all at the same time is, does it look good to you? If it does not look appetizing to you when you're filming it, it's going to look like shittle to everybody else.
Yes.
That is fact.
Yeah.
And you have to give the chef time to plate it, and always treat them like a celebrity.
Yes.
Let the chef do it.
Let him plate it.
So like,
do not plate the chef's food.
I gotta find that stuff. Like, I'm gonna post a video. We're gonna show another video. That's the point of this show. Is
and
like
the other big thing I will say about what we were doing with him, and for Billy's Bacon episode actually, is he plated everything for us, but it is all edible food.
Everything
like
he
there's
puts
a
on
lot
the plate.
of stills especially do it, where you
which
use
by the way,
fake
Elise
food.
Poche turned out to be a gold mine. Elise is not watching this show.
She never does. Actually,
no.
I don't think.
Elise.
She's sick right now, so get well soon if you ever do watch this
Elise
show.
like understands stills better, and she shoots Nikon, and I would still say Nikon's the best stills camera.
Yeah.
Elise took some of the most sexually appetizing food shots I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
I would have sex with most of the plates she took a picture of.
Okay.
Just think about that.
Yeah.
Let it sit for a little bit.
But yeah, a lot of stills people and tricks of the industry are using things that are not edible as food to make them look good. Everything that we have shot, that we've done completely, has been all actual food.
Yeah, I'm a big believer in that.
Me too. Like, if you can't make the food look good, then there's no reason to shoot it.
Well, then I don't believe in you.
I agree.
So we're going to get another beer. If you want to see what Trev's talking about, if you haven't seen this, here's some footage we got. This was shot on the GH5. This was shot with the speed booster, not the Sigma on this one. We did not have the Sigma.
Well, it's not Sigma for this.
It's a lot of Zeiss CP2s, a lot of vintage lenses.
A lot of our 80s Minolta that we have.
Yep. And the Leica.
Yeah, we did a little bit of the Leica 16.
So here's that. I'm going to get another beer and just get more drunk.
Ishi. Hello, buddy.
Ishi! Bro, you are one of the celebrities. We're going to come back and talk to Ichi. We're going to do an interview on chat. It's going to be awkward. It's going to be amazing. Here's some footage.
Cuisine is all in your heart, you know what I mean? You can't just follow the recipe. If you're following the recipe, you're following the book. Now, if you're reading the recipe and recreating, that's where that's where the fun begins and everything starts and the passion starts to kick into the dish and you're able to use and humble yourself to different ingredients. more you learn, the more excited you become to to just be better and better and better. So.
All right, so that food content was...
Makes me hungry.
Yeah, my God. So that guy took everything local. And like, you hear that a lot, but, like, no, he legitimately took every piece of produce, every piece of meat, everything that was served was 100% local, which I think is a really hard thing to do.
It's something that nobody locally here has ever been able to do, apparently, according to... Where we shot that at was a...
By the way, that guy cooked all that food in a tiny house.
Yeah, smaller than this office
house
that we're at right now.
Oh, it's smaller than this house.
Way smaller than our
way
office.
Smaller than this office, for sure.
Yeah, he basically bought a trailer that he turned into a kitchen and sleeps on a cot in his trailer.
In his kitchen. That's called passion and dedication that is way beyond my brain.
But he was, where we shot that at was at a microgreens farm called Urban Pepper Farms in Loxley, Alabama.
Herb and pepper. It's a play on the word urban. Yeah, but yeah.
And and it's an urban farm. It's literally, like, we had no idea where we were going to. It's literally in a neighborhood.
Yeah.
Like their front yard of their house is a garden for produce.
Yeah.
And their backyard is nothing but...
But as storytellers, it was fascinating because we would have never met Hiram had we not done the Billy Bacon thing, and he just showed up. He just happened to come by, like, legitimately just showed up.
We had no idea.
We started talking, we're like, this guy's got, like... So this guy's story is, like, there's elements... He wouldn't fully open up. As a documentarian, I'll be honest with you. He would not fully open up.
He
did open up to Elise later.
Yes.
Because
he opened up
Elise
on an individual...
way hotter than us.
Yeah, he opened up on an individual, not on a camera format.
And his story is, like, freaking
His story is amazing.
It's awesome.
Yeah. It's very touching.
Yeah, we want to totally capture it and do that kind of stuff. So, like, it was like a
someday we will capture the whole story.
Yeah, we will. And I want more people, like... Here's the thing, like, I still say this, and I'm not kidding, like, if he travels to your part of the world, I would love for you to meet him. I will set it up. You guys go meet him, shoot some food. Yeah. You get some kick-ass looking content for your reel, because the guy's, like, really, really camera-friendly to deal with. Like, he will...
he knows how to plate for camera.
He knows how to plate for camera. That's it.
Everything is shooting wise for him.
He shoots that's edible, but he also shoots for camera, or plates, rather. He plates for edible, plates for camera. Huge deal, gives you something on your reel. I will gladly set it up. He travels around like he's a gypsy. It's the craziest thing. I see an CRFTSHO show down there. Is that related to this?
No, it's not related to this. We'll get to it. He asked a question before. We just have not gotten to it. Antonio, we will get to you in just a minute.
I promise, buddy.
Yeah, we will. That's the whole point of this show.
Anyway, Hiram went way out of his way to do. And look, Small Batch Creative has no money. Like we have
this is literally.
It's for us to test ideas.
All right, to be completely honest, we do commercial work, we do film work, and we do it the way we do it. So Small Batch for me is experimenting on new ways to do things that we've done.
Right.
And for us to get the creative bug back when we get stuck in certain jobs.
Right.
You know, that's what this episode's for. So.
Yeah, we're just talking.
I'm going to drop my first one. Fuck it.
Yeah, there it is. Jeff dropped one in. He unceremoniously used the F-bomb.
Yeah, and if y'all ever met us outside of this live streaming thing, I drop it way more than Drew ever does.
Yeah, he's worse than me.
Almost every other word out.
Can I just say, while we were watching that video, we're going to jump topics real quick. While I was watching that video, I got like a couple of texts from Sherry Sandy. I'm just going to give a shout out to Sherry.
Sherry's one of the greatest people ever.
First off, I'm going to drop another F-bomb. Fuck you, Sandy. Jeremy. Your wife is beautiful. I love her. I've worked with her as an actress. She's talented.
Yes, I have
multiple times have I worked with her.
Yeah.
And every time I've gotten delivery, you, on the other hand, are questionable.
I've worked with Sherry outside of you.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Just they're both great. It's just I just want to give a quick shout out to Sherry. She's
Sherry actually is one of the most pleasant actors I've ever worked with as well.
She's amazing. She's like the defining force behind Jeremy, whether he knows it or not. Jeremy is simply one of the best actors I ever get to work with. And weirdly, it took us all the way to get to Heirloom to get to that point. Jeremy's my friend, and I would not hire him for a movie because he wasn't ready yet.
Jeremy has become a very close friend.
No, Jeremy. Yeah, well, Jeremy already knows. He's
Jeremy is family.
Jeremy's Vegas for me. There's things that Jeremy know that are Vegas.
Yeah, Jeremy.
And if you don't know what I mean, that means that what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Stays in Vegas. Yeah.
Jeremy's got Vegas.
Yeah.
A lot of the craft show community has
Jeremy
Vegas
has
status.
become a text or phone call at any time of the day.
Yeah, he's good.
Kind of dude.
Good family.
And
I love them.
Honestly, Sherry is too.
And again,
very much.
That's the same thing I have with JD, which is Jonathan Depew.
Yeah,
like, same damn thing. So that's why it's so important to me to like at least mention their scenario. All right, so I just want to talk real quick about Ichi, right? Tim,
well, actually, hold on. Can I? Yeah. I'm going to slow. Very quickly.
We've had drinks, y'all.
For Trevor, this is too because we went on this whole entire forum thing.
Can you say roll tide?
God dang it. Fine, I will say it. Shh. I will say roll tide.
Yes.
Okay. Just
epic win.
I want y'all to win the national championship. Anyways, Trevor's original question was, have we ever had the chance to eat any of the food?
Yes.
Yes.
We ate all of it.
I will say for Billy's Bacon is where it really happened. We
Jeff
went on to the whole Hiram thing.
Yeah.
But he plated all the food for Billy's Bacon. And William Stitt, who is the guy behind Billy's Bacon.
You guys can order it, by the way.
I'm serious. You anywhere in the world, y'all can order this stuff, and he will send it to you. It is
trust
worth
me, I'm serious.
It's worth the order.
If you eat pork and you like bacon, do not lie to yourself. Order it. I'm serious. I'm
he is
dead
the
damn
Chris
serious.
Farley of bacon.
He's the Chris Farley. He's totally Chris Farley of bacon.
But yeah, he owns a restaurant here locally that he does his bacon out of. Old 27 Grill. So if you ever come down here, not only
we'll take you there.
Hopefully you'll contact us, but if not, go to Old 27 Grill. He basically treated us like we were not a camera team or a show.
That's true.
And he gave us basically every single thing on the menu. He ordered up for us to shoot. We shot it, and then we family styled it at the end with him and Hiram and Dawson and Jared.
Yep.
Yeah. And so
Dawson did not eat any of the meat though.
No, he called the French fries
because Dawson's
a vegan.
No, he's not. He's a vegetarian.
Vegetarian, whatever.
He eats no, it's a huge difference.
I know, but Billy's right. At some point, you will be turned by bacon. That's straight up to you, Dawson.
Bacon is the dark side.
I'm looking at your seat, Dawson.
Bacon is Darth Vader.
You will turn.
Bacon is Darth Vader, and he will turn.
Yes.
Or maybe Bacon's the Emperor.
Yeah,
Bacon's the Emperor.
Definitely not Snow.
Yeah. Nope. Spoiler alert. What a piece of crap that movie was.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyway, that answers Trevor's question. Yes, we have eaten some of the food that we have been offered or shot.
Yes, that's
over time.
That's scientific. I got another text. Hey, you at Mudbrick, Kyle Butcher. We should drag him into this.
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Locations boy. All right, so Antonio, before we get to Ichi, we will get to you, Ichi, as well, because we love you, buddy. Antonio asks, what do you think about Final Cut Pro's new 10.4 update using HDR, Rec 2020, Rec 2020 PQ, Rec 2020 HLG for delivery to clients or network? I will answer first, I guess.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sending you a text.
We actually do not use Final Cut Pro. So
not anymore.
No. I use it to conform stuff that comes to me from a bad XML. We have Final Cut 10. We have not updated because we do not update to High Sierra yet. DaVinci Resolve does not work very well with High Sierra. Other programs we have do not work with High Sierra. From what I have heard, we have a former troll that sorry, Will. Not a former troll. A guy that we thought was trolling us. That has become a decent friend with Craft Show.
He's my delightful friend.
Who was a Final Cut 10 guy. And went to the training for it. He's been sending us a lot of info on it. I think it's a great thing that Final Cut has done. I think it'll work great. We know for a fact that it does trigger on YouTube, which is where most people are sending to. Because, I mean, honestly, to continue with the theme of this show, no theater gives a crap if you can't deliver DCP.
That's right.
So, DCP, HDR is a whole different thing. So, I'm going at it as a YouTube, Vimeo-centric kind of HDR deliverable that we're talking about. Final Cut apparently has done it, so I think that it's great. I think Da Vinci doing it is also good. Da Vinci has a terrible, terrible problem to me that they do not render out H.265s. So you have to go through hybrid. Final Cut will do it as an H.265, which to me makes it stronger than DaVinci Resolve at the moment for delivery for HDR.
And if you
not for color grading.
If you don't know what DCP is,
it's this Pelican case.
It's these two Pelican cases. Yes. Each one of these is a couple $1,000,000. And if you don't believe me, it's because the film on these is the master DCP for each one. So they're a couple $1,000,000 each. This is Nigel and Oscar right here. This one is. So all it is, like when you send your, like for real, this is, I'm not drunk. Oh, I see. It's still zip tied.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Hold on. Do you want to open your zip tie?
I can do that.
I will say, hold on. Going to another way. This is the proper way most people ship.
That's it. That's a DCP.
Cases.
That's it. It's just, it's a drive.
It's a drive. It's a file format.
As you can
really,
see,
is what it is.
Oh, this is Nigel and Oscar. Sorry.
Yeah.
So here it is, Nigel and Oscar
DCP.
DCP of the film, right there. Like that's the movie. If you're looking for a theatrical release, that is exactly what it is. That's what costs so damn much money.
Yes.
Is because that's the movie, essentially, on a theatrical level, how people see it.
VFX Todd has it right. It is a digital content projection. It is basically a codec style that is strictly for movie theater projectors.
You only need it for projectors.
Yeah,
like, you don't need it for Amazon.
You don't need it for anything else. Yeah. It's an extra on DaVinci. It's roughly an extra $2,000 to be able to make a DCP. That is in a non-encoded DCP. Yes, it'll work on an IMAX as well, VFX Todd. It's basically all of the projectors out there. It's the way to deliver for a theatrical release.
That's it.
That's really all it is.
And so
it becomes a drive, you throw it into a projector.
You can do it yourself. I did the first movie that way myself, and I would never do it that way again.
DaVinci does it.
Ichi.
Yeah.
All right, so Ichi, sir,
we'll go
Tim,
there.
Mr. Tim, if you're still with us, over there in the Netherlands.
Tim, I'm pretty sure he has been silent, but I'm pretty sure he's still here.
So one of the things that's fascinating about Tim, I don't know if I can give your last name away or not. It doesn't really matter. But one of the Ichidomo. If you haven't checked out his channel, I highly suggest you do, especially if you're a GH5 owner.
It's one of the first channels I ever checked out on YouTube.
It was.
Yes.
It's a great channel. So,
you and I starting YouTube never really YouTubed before.
No, I would watch random videos, but nothing like that.
Not much.
If you have a chance, check out Ichi's stuff. And the reason it's fascinating is because that guy, Ichi, understands anamorphic better than some DPs I know.
Yeah. He definitely understands the whole lens adapter, taking lens, shooting lens thing better than almost anybody I know.
And so it's a matter of kind of looking at content from why is shooting anamorphic a style? Why is it important? Yeah. Why is it hold on to it? He doesn't have an opinion. He just posts content. It's a lot of camera tests. So if you're into that kind of stuff, that's what it is. But the thing that's beautiful about it is that he really captures a human essence very, 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 very well by just framing it up and shooting it.
He does.
And there's a magic to it. So the lenses look good, but like he doesn't ever talk about being a director, but in some weird way...
Or a DP.
Or being a DP.
Yeah.
But in some weird way, he actually has a sense of style that I think is way beyond that of a lot of shooters.
Yes, he definitely has his own style.
Like, you know it's an Ichi piece.
Yes.
And
even
to
on
that
his camera
style,
test.
Yeah, and to that style, and I love you, Ichi, you have both successes and misses, in my opinion.
Which is the point of what he's doing.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah.
So if Ichi will respond in the pieces, I want to know how you landed in this space, because I know for a fact you are not a professional cinematographer, but given the option of funds not being an issue, I would actually hire you in a heartbeat. So how did you get into the business?
Yes.
How did you land into the business? And then, subsequent, to keep the chat going and other people going, how did you all land in business? And we will address both. So how did you end up in the motion picture business? And most people think motion picture is for film. That's false.
Yeah.
It's not for movies.
Exactly.
If you shoot anything where the characters are moving through the frame and there is an action unfolding, that is called a motion picture. Or motion media, if you want to be a little less pedantic. So, how did you end up in the business is question one. How did you guys end up in the business? Jeff, how did you end up in the business?
I got drugged back into the business, actually.
Can you talk about your past?
Yeah, and originally I got drugged into it because we were roommates. You and one of the greatest motion picture or motion graphics people that I know, that is colorblind, by the way.
Yeah, if you haven't
also
heard that
does
story.
color stuff. Yeah, we've talked about him multiple times. 3 of us were roommates. Drew was always the crazy person that wanted to shoot films. I was a stills guy since the time that I can remember. I can remember getting grilled by my dad when I was 4 or 5 on f-stops and ISOs and shutter speeds. And if you're at an f5, 125 frames or 1/25th of a second, you switch to an f8. What is that? Kind of stuff. And I was a stills guy. Drew, our roommate Jim, and a couple other people. Squishy Bear's one of them. Oh, I love Squishy
Bear. Which, by the way, great documentary available on Netflix.
I didn't mean
on Amazon.
Did not mean to segue that, but who are you people? Amazon Prime or Amazon?
If you've ever seen Close Encounters, this guy spent 6 years of his life putting together a doc on Close Encounters where it does not have a single interview with Steven Spielberg, Richard Dreyfuss, or
any of the main
any
principal
of the main
people.
cast,
It's all background people or extras.
It's really crazy.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyways, when we became roommates, you know, I started up with Drew and all of his friends talking about stuff. No, we've got itchy here. Anyways, I started doing stuff with them. I quit doing stuff with them because I found a girlfriend that was super hot that became a wife that became ultimate bitch mode. Got divorced. I was stills photographer for close to 15 years.
She wouldn't even let Jeff be in my wedding.
That is a true story, actually. 10, 15 years of a still photographer, and then Jared Jones, our sound friend that used to work at the building we're in now, and Drew Hall both talked me back into getting into the film industry again, and I became a film guy again.
So that's Jeff's story. That's
the short, long story.
Yeah. So what do we have? What did Ichi say? I see he responded.
Ichi said, thanks, man. While all the stuff lacks 1.5 DR because of Premiere 2015.4, trying to regrade some work.
Yeah, but Ichi, answer the question, sir. Why did you get into it? What is it about that made you get into it? I see James Dean Anderson.
Yep.
Or James Dean Company. What's he say?
Andrew said that this business is a hobby for him. I've talked to Andrew quite a bit. He's an amazingly great guy.
Andrew, you're a wonderful human being.
Yeah, we have a couple of people, actually a few people like Andrew, where the business is the hobby, but they also are treating it like a business.
That's good.
Yeah. And some people, exactly. Ichi, answer the question. James Dean, comic book artist and graphic designer, wanted to keep telling visual stories in a new way. Definitely can tell that from this right here.
Yeah.
He is a fantastic. My degree in college was stills photography, conceptual fine artwork, with a minor in graphic design / painting. And James Dean is one of the best graphic designers I've ever met.
Oh, he's fantastic.
He's very
and
good.
Not just saying because he did work for us. Like he just
quick, simple, easy, clear to read.
Yep.
Great font choices.
I see Clark.
Yeah.
Clark has responded. Peter
Clark's
Kent says wedding videos. Badass. That wedding videos is the hardest job that I will never do.
It is one of I will say
I do not want to deal with a bride.
I have never done video.
The bride's mother. I don't know how you deal with it.
In stills work, yes, I have done weddings. I have second shot for one of the greatest stills photographers I know.
Amazing.
Who definitely doesn't watch our show at all. And one of my dearest, oldest friends behind Drew and a few other people. Yeah, the mother of the bride, absolute worst thing, the reason why I got out of wedding photography.
So, Clark.
Yes.
I'm going to salute you.
Cheers for you. I'm going to finish my worldwide stout and then
Clark.
go over to my IPA.
Well done, Clark. Well done. Yeah, so, it's a funny thing, like, getting into the business is always a different beast for everybody. How everybody connects to it is an interesting thing.
Yes.
Antonio said,
thanks, guys. You're very helpful. I need to know that about DCPs. Now I know I need to use DaVinci to deliver for a theatrical release.
Yeah, you're going to spend money.
Antonio, if you get to the point where you are delivering for a theatrical release, if you need any help, Jeff at craftshow.com, Drew at craftshow.com.
Right. It's expensive.
I'll be glad to help you.
$4,000.
Yeah, it's an expensive procedure. You don't have to use DaVinci. There's other ways to do it, but it's other programs that you'll need afterwards. It's a whole color space conversion and stuff like that. But if you have any questions outside of just the DCP, please email us about it.
There you go.
Most people are not going to. I studied arts at Royal Art
Academy. This is from Ichi.
Yeah. I studied arts in the Royal Art Academy back in 2001. Touched film for the first time, got hooked. Then went into music production quite successfully. Wanted my own visuals and got myself a GH4. So there's 15-year gaps. Ichi, I have a large gap as well.
I don't.
Yeah.
I'm the opposite.
Drew went film and stayed film the whole entire time. Because I can remember cutting small projects of you and Jim in Jim's dorm room with VHS to VHS.
Yeah, straight up linear edits. Yeah,
straight up.
Mine's a different beast altogether. So I was given a Super 8 film camera by my grandfather. God rest him. By my grandfather when I was a kid, and when he gave it to me, I flashed the mag, which means basically I exposed the film inside. And so I shot film pretty early. Not pretentiously, that's what he gave me. I never exposed that film. It's gone, actually. I lost it, but it happened. And then my parents had a VHS camera, so we had a bag camera, which most of our audience is skewed a little bit young. A bag camera literally means I had the camera up here and there was a recorder. Imagine carrying a full-size VCR on your side. That's what we had, and so we shot. I used to shoot a lot of wrestling promos with my buddy Tony.
Yep.
And that's the content we did when we
who someday we might have on the show. Might not.
Who knows?
We have no idea about that.
He's a grumpy son bitch.
Yeah.
But then VHS-C came out, and Jeff and I and a bunch of other people worked on the movie together, and that was the launch.
We've done a few,
And then it led me into I went on tour with a band called the Bloodhound Gang and shot a bunch of videos for them. I did all that stuff because my goal was always to tell a story. Like, that's been my goal from day one.
Your goal was telling a story that moves. My goal was to tell a story in a single picture.
Right. So then together we make a nice combo, just as like you guys probably have somebody you like to work with. If not, if you can find somebody that pushes you, I highly suggest it. There are moments.
I agree.
And so me and Jeff have gotten so used to each other. We're totally married.
We pushed each other for a very long time.
We're straight up married, though.
No, but we did push each other for a very long time.
But now we're married.
Yeah, and now we shoot the exact same.
It's terrible. And now Elise and Jared Budlong.
Yes.
And
they push the both of us.
They push us on a personal basis because we see them regularly. But then this community pushes us because Ichi goes out and shoots something that's like, I mean, frankly, again, Ichi, you shoot something that is haphazard in some ways. It looks like the thought went into the lenses and not necessarily the construction of the film, and yet it comes across as brilliant. It puts us in a bad situation. I've seen James Dean do it with his fight piece.
Yes.
Again, I haven't seen everybody's stuff. I'm only naming the ones that have bothered to send us content to look at. But, like, this community has people that are going out there and pushing themselves. If you can find someone that will push you further, I guarantee it that you will get better at your craft. That's science.
Absolutely. And also to mention with Ichi's thing, Ichi did an amazing thing with that one anamorphic music video test. Spherical/anamorphic.
Yeah.
Where he got Paul Leeming and some other people to come and meet with him and help shoot that piece.
Right.
Which goes outside of the craft show universe.
Right.
As far as I know. I don't know if Paul Leeming watches our stuff or not. If he does, welcome, thank you. If not, I don't care. Either way. But he is part of the GH5 community.
Right.
And Ichi has helped deliver that kind of stuff, where he's brought other people. Victor Bart, one of our friends. Thomas Overton. I think that's how you pronounce it. Ichi adds all those people to his stuff, and that's amazing to me. that he gets to bring all these other people from the community together and make projects out of that.
It's great.
Yeah. Todd, thank you very much, buddy. Schooled in 20 years post-production house in Montreal. Now on his own, by the way. 3318 looks amazing. Battery belts. Todd knows about battery belts.
Oh, dude, battery belts. That's the most miserable shit on earth, right?
E.G. said, in short, I like music to carry the footage and footage to carry the music. I absolutely agree. Music is definitely a straight 50-50 to me on which is better. I like you need to have some type of sound
to
help carry the footage.
Yes.
Don't have to have actual talking in it. I can argue that all day.
Yeah.
You know, it can be a silent film, but it still needs to have some type of music to help with the emotional side of it.
Yeah.
Andrew asked, Jeff, how did you get in the color? Stills, originally, got me in the color. Drew and Jared bringing me back in and throwing me into a seat that I did not deserve to be into.
Who's that?
And then Andrew asking how I got in the color. And then I apprenticed under a other colorist that goes by Kyoto Color, an amazing colorist that does very large films. And he helped me find my footing as a colorist. Before that, I knew what I was doing, but I also was struggling to find my own voice. He helped me find my voice.
No, Kyoto is amazing.
Yeah.
He
does very large.
What's the Michael Shannon film he did?
Oh God, Brad Pitt.
God.
Iceman. He did Iceman, G.I. Joe 2.
Yeah, but forget all those.
Well,
Iceman
Mark Scorsese's Silence.
Yeah.
He was one of the colorists on that.
Yeah, but
Iceman is one of the greatest
so
colored movies
well graded. It's one of my favorite graded films in history.
Criminal is another one that is one of my favorite graded films that he's ever done.
No, Criminal's good. The movie's not necessarily good, but the grade is good. Like
going to Ryan Johnson and Looper. He helped grade Looper. He was the colorist for Looper. So
whatever.
He
I
did
worked
that.
with Steve Young, so it is what it is. You can't discount that.
No, I know.
I said some Matt Craft.
Ryan Johnson actually is a very nice human being.
Great guy. Just makes terrible Star Wars movies.
Yeah. I've talked to him a few times, just never met him in person. E.G., I found my first tape recently, Mini DV.
Oh, yeah!
Called Cross the Streets.
Welcome back, Mini DV.
Where I just filmed people in transit. So Mini DV, that's XL1, wasn't it?
I had an XL1, yeah.
Yeah, that is also my very first acting appearance ever.
Yeah.
Was on a Mini DV.
Yeah.
With you. You and I were the two people in the shot.
You talking about for Can't Hardly Wait?
Yeah, Can't Hardly Wait.
No, that was VHS-C.
Was that VHS?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That's VHS-C.
Yeah, Caffeine was...
you predate Mini DV.
No, I do. Definitely.
Caffeine was XL...
Yeah, that was XLR. XL1.
XL1.
Yeah. But Jim's... our roommates...
Film. The Marla film. What was that called?
Is that the one that was shot all in the sewer system?
Yes. Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah.
That's one of the most interesting things that I still remember about my past.
There's an interesting take on being an artist and getting into the business that I envy. I don't actually have that skill. I don't. Jeff has it. I don't. I have the...
I basically location scouted for that shoot.
You did.
Actually.
But you
that,
can approach it from an art standpoint. I don't have that skill set. My skill set is very much practical. How much it's going to cost. I know exactly. Like, if it was an either or, I would probably get more lumped into a producer state than I would a DP state.
You are very much more of a producer DP than a DP artistic side. Even though you're very artistic with what you do, you're very much a producer standpoint.
I just know how much crap costs.
You're not a DP that doesn't give a shit about the cost of anything and fights for everything else.
Right.
We know other DPs that are very much that way.
That's true. The other side of that, though, is as a director, I try and be very much about the cast because I believe that the actor knows the character better than the director. I don't like to be an auteur. That is not my style.
No, you're not an auteur. Not even close.
But
I would also say you are also one of the, I would say, 3 directors that I have personally worked for that is a crew-based director, in the sense that you think about the crew.
Well, I came up crew side.
You are the only director that I've worked with personally that came up crew side.
Yeah.
Other two are one's massive and one's not, or name wise. That thought about the crew first and foremost with the actors. You're one of two directors that I know that is of the mindset the actor knows the character better than the director does.
But there's also a flaw in the crew side in that
there's
typically
a major flaw.
Yeah,
in the
there
crew
is.
side.
The crew should be getting effed.
To a certain standard,
To
yes.
a level, they should be getting effed.
To a level,
the director
yes.
should not be caring about it. The director should be saying, I only
Yes.
care about the story, F the crew, and I have made mistakes where I have been
Yes.
conscious of the crew and made decisions.
That is partially the
and
producer
you
side
have been
of
like,
it.
stop, make the movie.
Yeah.
F
No,
the
I
crew.
have. No.
Not rudely.
I am a...
But you saw it
I'm
when
a
I didn't.
partial crew member that says F the crew as well.
Not in a bad way.
No.
Just in a...
I
tell the story.
Trust me, you've heard the stories on movies where I've come to bat for crew people.
Yeah.
You have never treated a crew badly, though.
No, I won't do that.
That's
I still won't do
the
that.
aspect.
I can't do that.
We know a couple people now that...
Oh, we've seen it.
We've
been crew.
I know. We've been crew on some shitty movies together. But we also have...
We've also been on crew on a Jean-Claude Van Damme movie.
Yes, which was
and
shitty
Jeff
and
yelled
awesome
at the
same
director,
time. Yeah.
fuck you.
I don't give a shit
Exact
about directors.
phrase.
When I'm a crew member,
he yelled
fuck
at
the
the
director.
director.
I don't care.
Fuck you. Exact phrase.
Yeah, I really don't care.
It was amazing. Meanwhile, I had AK-47 rounds about
shot directly at you.
About 2 to 3 feet from my face.
When
I felt the concussion. It was bad.
You're still inside the concussion
Not
range.
cool. Not cool.
Not a safe thing to do. If you ever know anybody that is in that situation and you have any control, please tell the people that have control to stop.
Yeah, it was not cool.
Safety message from Drunken Jeff.
From Drunken Jeff.
Yeah, but no, do you, even when you need to say F the crew, you still don't truly F the crew.
No.
We know a few people that are on a movie, well, the movie just ended, that were on a movie that really people should have said F the producers, in all honesty.
Yeah.
And turnaround time on that movie was insane.
Yeah.
And we're talking about people that had 5-6 hour turnarounds on a movie that it was consistently 5 or 6 hour turnarounds.
Right.
That's terrible.
No, it's awful. It's not fair.
Yeah. All right, get back on to other stuff.
Trev got 2 at craft
Yeah,
shows.
first one, B&H just sent me a new battery for my Blackmagic pocket camera in a 12 by 12 by 3 hard cardboard box. B&H does not believe in climate change. That's basically the size we got our little tiny piece of paper vlog thing from Panasonic from.
God, that's the worst.
Yes, you are correct.
God, the vlog process. That's another one I hate. That's a 2017 negative memory.
That truly
I
is.
hate the vlog process.
That is a very stupid process. Ichi just Paul Leeming holding the lights. Hey, he held the lights.
You know what?
That's all you need.
Mad respect.
Yep. Authorized Mike. Amazon is just as bad. Where's Amazon? I don't see that person.
Yeah.
Anyways, Andrew has a dozen mini disc. Okay.
Whoa!
Cool. Yeah.
I recorded a film on
Mini disc
mini
are
disc.
awesome.
It does not sync well. Is that what you ran into, Andrew?
Yeah.
Did you run into
hold
sync
on.
issues?
I went way down. Sorry, I skipped people on that. Sound design is a lucrative business for a reason. Absolutely.
100%.
That's what Authorized Mike was talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a very good business to get into.
I do sound. Like now, if I wanted a career, I would go into sound.
Oh yeah, I'll probably want to.
Like
that's
seriously,
the place
like,
to go to.
No, that's where the money
It really is. Yeah,
There's
if
a
you're
billion
good at
people
it, you
being
can make
DP.
a ton of money.
Yeah, go be a sound guy
Yeah.
that then happens to be able to shoot like a mofo.
Yeah.
Dude, that's like serious cash.
Trev, my path to video, 25 years as a violinist. Then photography, then video, starting
See,
about 3
this
years
is why
ago.
I love our channel. Like,
That's
Trev's
amazing.
a violinist. Like,
yeah. I
what?
want to do that as a small batch creative show just by itself.
Yeah, I just
the
do a story
violin
on
side
you.
of it.
Yeah, just throwing it all away.
Yeah.
But to join the rest of us knuckle turds in chaos.
Yep.
For the last time, no.
Authorized Mike, I used to use Mini DV, shot a multi-dimensional comedy.
Oh, good for
Well,
you.
yeah.
Well done, Mike.
Clark's first camera was an XL1 as well.
Oh, Clark. I
Yep.
love you, Clark.
I love and hate that camera so much.
Yeah, of course you do. Everybody does.
Yeah, caffeine definitely threw that in there. Yeah, this is going back to when we were talking about Mini DV. Trev, I remember doing mini DV. I used to listen to all my music on mini disc in the early 2000s.
Really?
Yeah, wow.
I
used to
do it.
steal the crap out of music in the early 2000s. Not on purpose. That's how I found some of my bands that I listen to this day.
Oh, so you're a Napster guy.
I kind of was. It wasn't Napster, though. I forgot what it was called. Our roommate turned me on to it, though, Jim.
Yep.
Who used to take
it's on
little
the tip of my tongue.
$2 automatic, like...
No, the little
music,
drum machines and stuff. Yeah.
Take them apart, put them onto a plexiglass.
And make music.
Yeah.
But he's a Mark Mothersbaugh.
He definitely was.
Yes. Mothersbaugh.
He was a big Halo Benders fan.
Halo Benders. Do you guys know the Halo Benders? Look them up.
Yeah. That's some...
Calvin Johnson?
Awesome,
that
weird
guy's
music.
voice. Not the football player.
Who I am stupid upset about, actually.
Oh, we'll have to talk about that offline.
Yeah. Well, we can talk about it now. I don't care. He was in Birmingham. Then went to New Orleans. But stopped here.
What?
Did do a show. Yeah. Kind of upset about that.
That would be nice.
Yeah. Chris Lott says that you are a big-time producer.
Chris Lott?
Drew Hall doing the Cesaro /
Chris
Sheamus.
Lott. Wait. Chris Lott. By the way...
bar.
Yeah. You get the bar, bro. Chris Lott, though, if you guys need custom music, like score,
soundtrack.
Seriously, Chris Lott knows what he's talking about. See, I'm not being silly. Chris knows what he's doing.
He's given
Chris is super talented. He's done great music. The Saturday, which is a short film we shot on the Red.
Yeah. That we both produced
on a Saturday, just for shits and giggles. Shittles and giggles.
Our version of doing what Ichi was doing at the original, actually, with his last thing, where we were trying to help people learn the industry.
That's it.
That's
and so we just threw it out there. We made a short film.
And you and me and Boris trying to do something crazy that we've never done before.
Yeah, and we put it out. It's on Amazon. You can watch it on Amazon Prime. Chris did the soundtrack. The soundtrack's amazing. To this day, it's the best part of the movie, next to the acting, because Sherry just fucking slayed it.
Yeah. Sherry. Yeah, Depue's in that.
Yeah, no. And just
if people want to see, I'm just saying so they can put a face with the name. Yeah, if you want to put a face
with the name, Jonathan
Depew is in that movie.
He's in Convergence first.
He is, yes.
Yeah. And then Sherry's in Sasquatch.
Every time we talk about Depew, I kind of just
I don't want
a little bit. I know. I don't want to.
No, because nothing has happened negative.
I know it hasn't.
So don't be negative.
I know.
All right.
Exactly. All right.
That's how we talk typically.
Yeah, usually, but we're from one room to another room.
Yeah, there's a lot of yelling.
Lots
you guys, what is your favorite moment of 2017 creatively for you? What is your favorite moment? Because we got nothing else to do today. It's 3:05.
Just to
we
be
might as well keep
honest,
drinking.
Yeah,
At this point, you know,
we'll just keep this
my wife's
live show
sober.
going for a while.
Who
my
cares?
wife is on her way over.
Can I vape?
To the side of the,
That's the question I need to know. No, I want them to tell me. Can I vape?
Yes, you can. Well, I gotta go way down because we are so far behind.
Can I vape? Baby Seal Troll Force. I see that.
Yeah.
No.
See, now I've already forgotten where the hell I was at.
I don't know. You're talking about your wife?
Well, that was the time.
You forgot about your wife? Is that what you're saying?
I never forget about my wife.
Good. Well played.
Yes.
Well played.
She watches the show. I know what to say.
Mine doesn't even know how to use YouTube.
Oh, mine.
Look, I'll spoil a Christmas present right now. Sarah, I'm going to tell you what I got you for Christmas. You ready? 3, 2, 1, nothing.
I was getting ready to do this and say I am not giving you that, but I'm giving you the exact same thing, Sarah.
I got you Jack Shittle. I got you Darth Vader. Scotty gave me a present. Scotty White Foundation.
I got my wife
Fuck
beer
you, Scotty
that
White.
she didn't like.
Boom. Cursing on this show.
I got my wife beer she didn't like, and I'm actually slightly disappointed about that.
Yeah.
James Dean smokes cigar like a man. We actually would if we were outside.
Yeah, I would actually if I didn't hear. You
I
guys
have
can't
two
see
in
it,
the
but there's
car.
like fire,
Yeah.
like things.
I have 2 with me actually. One is actually a terrible cigar, and one's a good cigar.
I got a whole slew of them.
I know.
From my cousin.
At least it wasn't your brother-in-law, because then I'd be pissed.
I don't have brother. Oh yeah, I did.
Yeah, you do.
Sorry, I forgot about him.
Hi, Colin. I know you watch the show. Just letting you say.
Colin
he forgot about you, buddy.
Colin is responsible for all of this garbage.
Colin's getting ready.
Moss.
We're getting ready to have a phone call right here. It's going to be
Colin is responsible for all of it. Only Colin.
Yeah. Actually, her...
Well, favorite creative moment.
Your
Somebody's...
family. My favorite creative moment that we've done Obviously, it's Heirloom.
Is it?
Heirloom is my favorite.
More so than the channel itself?
Yes.
Because you wouldn't have Heirloom without the channel.
True. But I put channel as the third most creative thing that I've done this year.
Yeah, it's good.
Me is Heirloom, then Small Batch Creative, then this.
Mine, well, okay, you can't throw... Oh, the show.
Yeah, the show, Small Batch Creative.
I love the show.
Which
I think mine is...
Everybody's going to get a chance to see the whole show sometime soon.
Yeah,
we promise. We have so much stacked up with it.
Lesson learned, make content, and don't give a crap. Because that led us to a whole new conversation with really cool people.
Yeah.
I think I would have to go with my favorite moment. I mean, Heirloom's a big deal to me. That was like a big deal. But I think mine is going to have to be like the channel in general, not because it birthed Heirloom, but because suddenly I found someone to question me as a creative.
Yes.
Because YouTube does not give a fuck.
Yeah, troll or non-troll.
They don't care.
It has given us a chance to
pushed
reevaluate what like how we do things and how we think about things.
100%
I will totally agree with that.
They totally trolled us.
We have a couple of people talking about high 8s.
I shot high 8s.
Yeah.
High 8 is like fancy compared to VHS-C. Just tell
it really is.
God, I wish I could find that movie.
Dime Platts, 20 years as a chef and started filming. If you ever come to the States, we will shoot you.
Yeah. I love the shoot
in a very good way.
Yeah, we'll make you look like
we'll
make you look like a rock
style shooting.
That's my jam.
We won't kill you, but
if I weren't doing film for a living, I would have been a chef.
Yeah, you totally would have.
That's my jam.
I
love it. I love getting
all
my ass
in
kicked.
for one of our ideas that we have that is not film, but I was never I'm like cooking for myself.
No, I'm going to tell him. Me and Jeff want to open a restaurant called The Pie Hole that is literally a slit in the side of a building where pizza comes out. Like, just a slice at a time. Bloop, the Pie Hole. Me and Jeff. That's what we're going to open.
Aw, thank you, Chris, a lot. Of all sets I've ever been on, the best ones were the ones that I was on with you guys.
Thanks, buddy.
Yeah.
Appreciate it. Good dude.
We
tiniest little brain cells.
I've been producing very small amount of time compared to you.
Chris and I have a history.
No, you do.
Between the line.
Yeah.
Chris and I have
a show I was on quite a few times as well. Drunkenly also.
Always.
But whatever.
Sound like lushes.
No. We like to drink.
I love Chris. Chris is one of my favorite people. I really
take that
want to get
very
Chris's show off the ground.
I actually take
he
that.
Doesn't want to do it.
I take that very personally in that heart, and thank you, Chris, because I've been producing way less time than Drew has, and came up crew side as well. But I think about crew. I don't give a crap about actors or any of that crap. Whatever's cheapest.
See,
that's my style.
Jeff is a bigger dick than me. That's what I would like to say.
I came up crew side, and money comes up very quickly, and you change your opinion about things very fast.
Look, man, that's my job.
As a producer, I know.
Job.
It changes a lot of stuff. Yeah, I don't want to go up so far.
That's too far.
We're so far.
If you really want a question answered,
yeah, bring it back.
Make sure you at CRFTSHO.
Yeah,
because we don't know what we're doing. We've been drinking. That's fact. That's science. That's a relationship.
Ishii brings up a very good point that I've actually thought about in the past. I think the same thing is happening in the film industry, just like the music industry changed 10 years ago with so-called bedroom composers. Gear is now affordable. Software overruled analog synthesizers.
Yeah, but here's the problem is I agree with you, but here's the issue I found. In my rant about Last Jedi, it's becoming more and more true to me as a person. People that go watch movies typically are looking for a series of moments. They don't give a shit about the sinew that connects the tissue to the bone. They don't care.
Yeah.
They just want that moment. They want those moment. And the problem I have with that is the subtext of character from a directing perspective is lost. Those big moments are fantastic. Big explosion. Boom, 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 boom. But when you break those apart, there's nothing to the movie. And I enjoy some of those movies.
You know what?
It's like it's pretty bad.
No, you can do a full.
It's not just Last Jedi. It's like Guardians of the Galaxy does the same thing.
Michael Bay.
Yeah. Prime example.
Explosion.
Prime example.
Nothing in between unless you go back to the early.
Bad Boys 1.
Bad Boys 1 and The Rock.
I love The Rock.
The Rock's one of my favorite.
Both the actor
And
and
then
the movie.
Yeah, definitely.
I like that.
Little Camera Films, power lifter / coach, bought a GH7 or G7 and started making videos. I don't know if I any longer want to meet up with you anymore.
Yeah,
I'm scared you're going to destroy me.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially since we talked about The Rock and wrestling so much.
Yeah.
I'm scared I'm going to get power bombed
Make sure
or
you
something.
rip Jeff's head off. I want to film it.
Little Camera Films actually is close to where a lot of my family is, so, and where I used to live before I moved back down for Craft Show.
I saw an Ichi quote.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
New era.
Yeah, that was up here. That's what I'm trying to find.
Just go back to the pizza
changed.
stuff. People just want to talk about pizza, bro.
Let's go. That's down here. It's down
Pizza
at the bottom.
deal, perfect. The pie hole, I love it. See, people love pizza.
So Ichi said taking the nicotine.
Okay.
Which is what you're doing.
Thank you.
Yeah. So
I also have to pee really bad. Do you have to pee?
I do, and also we have to plug this computer up.
I'm gonna go pee.
Maybe we should.
All right, here it is. Wait, before we do,
let's. You want to throw something up there so you and I can take a small break?
Nope.
That's fine.
I'm gonna make you talk for 5 minutes. If I had to sit arms still,
Oh, you're not gonna.
Do you think Jeff? Do you guys think that Jeff can talk for 5 minutes? That is the question.
I can't.
Can the beard?
I can tell you, I cannot do it.
Here it is. The timer's ready. Here we go.
I think I'm already off screen.
You're off screen, but you got to start talking. 5 minutes.
I will keep talking.
While I go pee, because it takes me 5 minutes to pee.
It does not take.
That's what happens when you're old, Darth Vader.
No.
But I do have to hook the computer up so that we can stay live. The pee hole, Ichi. Wow. Drew pees more than anybody I know. He pees all the time. We'll keep up with all these messages. Ow. I just dropped a charger on my foot. We're going to try and go back up here. Yeah, little camera, I applaud you because I've tried to just, I can't lift weights. I hate doing it. Very strong, apparently, according to people, but I can't do it. Hold on, I got to go down below. I'm back. This is true. This is what we do when we set up the show. Usually we plug in the computer so that we can actually have power. Alright. Trevor needs a different set of legs. I do too, Trev. Cigar smoking, cool. At 100 frames a second. Freaking amazing. Yes, James Dean. If I set up the other camera, we could probably do it. Wow.
Oh, no.
Oh, Kyle's here.
Random
with more
special
beer.
guest.
Oh, Ron Golden.
Hey,
That's right.
cameo
appearance.
I also bring you
Just
guys
like any
gifts.
cameo.
Yes.
A nice El Gordo.
And Matt's bringing you the barrel age.
Oh, nice.
Since you asked for it.
We're
Come
live.
stand in. We're live right now.
We're live right now on YouTube.
So we have talked about
Nice.
Kyle
What's up,
live.
guys?
Kyle is on the show. Yeah, we're over here.
Oh, well,
is
yeah,
the
there you
live.
are.
This
Oh,
is
my
a little
gosh.
behind.
There you go.
Yeah, there's a
crazy.
seat.
Here's one
Nice.
chair. Here's one
Yeah.
chair. Random people.
See, my 5 minutes is going to be easy because we brought extra
Guys,
people
the
in.
dog.
That's
Shit.
right.
Yeah, Drew wasn't sure if I could talk for 5
Ron,
minutes
I don't
straight
know
or
how to
not.
fit you in.
Dude,
Yeah.
I am good.
but
I will
just kneel
stand.
down like
Oh.
you do in every casting scenario.
We could,
That's right. I do.
We could do a
No
lens
kidding.
change while on air.
Ooh.
If we wanted to.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
Ooh, getting
See?
fancy.
Jeff's gonna change the lenses. Now it's gotten really
Swinging a
interesting.
lens.
It's getting interesting.
We got all these people, so
Yeah.
we're gonna change lenses. First off, Jeff's going to get it. So we have Kyle Butcher. If you don't know Kyle, he did all the BTS stuff, him and Jared, for Heirloom, and then Kyle's a film guy. You guys are just coming off a movie, right?
We are.
Yeah, well, it's still going.
That's right.
What?
Yes. The weather
Gotta
just
go back
went
Just
to
make sure you
That's
understand we're
35.
live. Don't put anything. Don't put yourselves in a position
No.
that you'll regret. Seriously?
I'm
You
not.
guys
Yeah,
still-
we're going back in January.
That's right.
Couple more days.
Oh, you're kidding me.
No, I'm not.
No.
No.
All the
Yeah.
way to January. Why'd they back it out?
Well, everybody had
This
to
is
get
all.
out.
This is like legit real. Like
Yeah.
right now.
So everybody had to
Take
leave
this lens
town.
off. You're good.
For holidays and whatnot. But we
Yeah.
still owed 2 days of process trailer driving stuff. Plus they punted a bunch of scenes because we never made our day. So yeah, we got to go back in January at some point and keep shooting.
All right. So everybody's getting ready to lose
Here we
picture
go.
for
You're
just a
not losing
second.
picture. Jeff is doing a live change on the air.
There we go.
Well, there you
Look
go.
at that. Can you
Look at that.
pan camera?
I
up,
will.
please?
That's a pretty fast lunch change there.
Yeah, it's because he's a pro.
You know.
Semi-pro.
There we go.
Semi-pro.
That's how he rolls.
Half
There we
semi-pro.
go.
Half semi-pro.
Partially.
Yeah, I told you we were live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't hide behind anything.
As you should.
Why should you?
That's right.
That's
I
not
mean,
what we do.
Yeah.
It's
Christmas, so
yeah.
So
It's
these
a
guys were
little
working on a
whatever.
movie, a feature
Yeah.
film. Don't talk about what it is. Can you open the iris a little bit?
I think it's open all the way.
Is it really?
Yeah.
You might have to go to
I think so. Yeah, it is.
It's a little dark in here.
you might need to go up a tick.
Too many ticks. There we go.
There it goes.
Or 1600.
There it is. Totally live.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Live.
so as weird as we are, we don't really care. That's what we said from the
Yeah.
beginning. We've been drinking, and from that point forward, all bets are off. You guys are coming off a show in a city.
Yeah, Birmingham. I'll
Okay.
say it. I'll say
Yeah,
it.
we can say that.
You can dig your own holes, bro.
I think that's
say that.
It's no. It's trust me. The director has been posting stuff on Facebook and everything with his cast and all
Yes.
kinds of stuff. So
Oh.
I'm not worried. Plus, I never signed
Who'd you have in the show?
It's Josh Hartnett.
Margarita Libieva.
Yeah.
From The Deuce.
Owen Teague.
Owen Teague.
I like Owen Teague a lot.
Chandler Riggs.
Chandler Riggs.
From,
Carl from
yes.
Walking Dead.
Yeah. Coral.
Coral.
Let's
Yeah,
not
what-
forget.
He's dead now.
Bruce Dern.
Yeah, well,
Bruce
yeah.
Dern also.
Oh, Bruce Dern.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm offline to ask questions about
Sure.
Bruce Dern just
Yeah.
to protect your business.
Go ahead.
Absolutely.
You did it. You went 5 minutes with
I
talking.
did, but I also had a lunch change and then I shut up.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
What a bunch of crap.
I didn't have to do
I think I
much.
talked
What a
for
bunch
most
of
of
yeah.
garbage. Jeff's whole 5 minutes is garbage.
Yep. I got about 2
What were
minutes
they?
into
These
it.
guys might want to know. What were they shooting on? Do you know?
Alexa with Panavision anamorphic lens.
There you go.
Old school lenses.
But a small
Yeah.
budget movie, right?
Yes, $2 million.
So $2 million movie.
Tier
Just
tier
two?
0.
Yes.
Yeah, nice.
IA show we flipped.
Yeah.
And I think.
How long?
Yeah.
How long in?
A week and a half.
A week in? And you flipped a week
That
in?
seems alright.
So they had you pegged from the beginning.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They had that, and I told them from day one that we should consider that.
All right. So if you
But,
guys
you
don't know
know.
what we're talking about the union coming along and
Yeah.
flipping
Flipping a
things
show, making it a union show.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Lott says it's
Ron and Kyle.
Oh, I thought you said it sucks, Ron and Kyle.
No, he meant to write.
Yeah.
Ron and Kyle suck.
Yeah,
That's
and
Yeah.
you know.
he's dyslexic typer. So
Yeah, he is.
It's
He's
okay.
a bad typer.
It's okay.
He's a bad typer in that space.
He and Jonathan Sketch both.
So you guys,
dyslexic.
So you guys literally are driving in from that show?
I just drove back.
He
He's been
did.
back.
My duties ended as
Yeah.
of Sundays.
Yeah.
Well, good for you.
Yeah.
You have to go back in Jan?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Oh God, that's brilliant.
I think.
No, but
Yeah.
interesting
You did have it.
thing.
You did
Interesting.
have it.
I do have news here. So one weekend, we have this scene, and the director says, "I think I would like something added to this scene."
Oh yeah.
And I was so glad during the initial meeting. I said, hey, it's nice to meet you. By the way, you got any day players? I just happen to have this card.
Mm-hmm.
And you wouldn't have to Taft Hartley
What card is that?
That would be the SAG card.
SAG card?
Yeah.
The SAG card.
That's right, man.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Oh,
SAG
actors.
Best investment ever. So, a weekend, actually that Saturday, first
Yeah.
week Saturday, the director, very nice gentleman, comes up to me and goes, Ron, can you be in the movie? And I was like, can I? Yes, I can be in the movie. What do we do? And he goes, this is what I want you to do. I won't say what that is. We're not going to have, the writer's very busy. Can you just make something up? I was like, can I? Let's go. And then he was like, so we get to the scene, and he's like, you know what? Tell me what you're going to say before you say it. And I was like, okay. And then the DP behind him goes, we're ready to go. And he goes, never mind, just say it. Never got me to change it.
So you just straight up wrote in?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Good for you, man.
I was a happy camper.
Yeah, because that gets you some vetted hours.
Absolutely, literally.
You'll
Sign
get
the
a little
contract and
mailbox
they said
lotto.
action.
You'll get a little mailbox lotto for
Yeah,
that.
no complaint.
Yeah. Good for you.
No complaint. And they were good guys. I love the director.
I'll be right back.
Whose name's Anthony Jurgen.
Yeah.
Swedish guy. Is that right? No,
Yeah,
Swiss. Geneva,
Whatever,
Switzerland.
Be right back.
Geneva. Super nice guy. First full feature.
Oh, good for him.
But very affable.
Yeah.
He loves to listen to his actors, as well as give notes.
Yeah.
I know a guy like that.
See?
I know a guy.
I don't just make shit up, y'all.
No,
Shittle.
it's true.
I don't make shittle up.
Well, we're
I
all
do
students.
things.
I think we're all students in this game.
You have to be.
If you're not, you are cutting
I
yourself.
mean,
you're out of the
literally,
game.
we were just talking about earlier. I was literally saying that, like, at the end of the day, I believe the cast knows the character better than the director, and I think the cast is responsible for what goes up on screen as much as the director is, and I think that's a big deal.
Yes.
I was complaining mostly about The Last Jedi. That's what I was doing.
I haven't seen it yet, but I hear there's a lot of close.
It's
camera
it's controversial.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I'm super excited.
You should go see it.
We had plans to do it in Birmingham, and then the weather just didn't cooperate.
You guys,
y'all got snow.
Snow killed a day. Then rain killed a day, and it was just, Birmingham, I'm sure, is always colder than Mobile.
Oh,
it was ridiculously cold to the point you couldn't stand to be outside, and of course everything was outside shots.
Of course.
So,
So you guys are like 3 days behind now.
Behind is such a funny word.
No, that's not.
I will say we've got 3 days we need to complete.
Yeah.
There you go. You got to pick up 3.
That's right.
You're a pick up of 3.
That's right.
Yeah.
Did you not flush the toilet when you went to go pee?
No, I had to.
It's weird.
Get lunchboxes checked.
Weird.
Oh. What are you like having like weird meetings out here?
Yeah, is Lunchbox here?
He was.
We should have brought him in. Just bring Lunchbox in. Just whatever.
He's got to make it to the bank. So,
of course he does.
I'm
Oh, yeah,
faster
it's
than
3:30.
FedEx.
Yeah,
Getting a
apparently.
check from
It's
Birmingham.
3:30. That's true.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if you guys have questions about a movie,
That's
these
awesome.
guys just literally rolled off film.
Yeah.
They were shooting on Alexa, Panavision Glass.
Yeah. Already having a convo about
Why is this going off
Glass.
again?
That's your wife.
No, that's your
That's
alarm telling you that you
Did you reset
have
it?
failed me for the last
Did
time.
you already do it?
I don't know, Kyle. I don't know how to use.
I fail you all the time.
Samsung, Android.
Samsung failed you more.
Oh no.
Oh,
So yeah, Kyle
that
brought,
worked perfecto.
Kyle brought us back a Good People
Yes.
beer.
It's an Alberta beer, very good beer.
Yes.
That's a nice place.
By the way, you know
Imperial
what
Stout.
the ABV of that is?
Let me tell you what we've done.
Less than the worldwide stout.
We drank a 21% beer.
Oh yeah, that's
21 plus
13.9.
easy.
Yeah, we're
nice.
We're well on our way. I went
Yeah.
ahead and had another beer.
There you
I
go.
tracked that down.
I'm half
But
the way through this one.
then I have to do it with my wife.
Yeah.
It's already
Yeah.
bad enough.
Sorry, Sarah. My bad.
So Kyle, weirdly enough, is responsible for bringing the first GH5 over.
Yes,
we were talking about that
he
earlier.
is our first GH5.
Our
is
channel
from
exists,
him.
and our success, and
Yeah.
the $0 we've made is
All
based,
due to Kyle.
based on
All the
Kyle.
residual that I have not seen.
Yeah.
That's right.
There's no residual.
Exactly.
Literally.
No. Yeah. It's GH5.
And Ron was in Convergence, when we've talked about multiple
Yeah.
That's right.
I think there's scenes of you that have been up in the live stream, but they killed it.
Yeah, the drunken episode.
The drunken episode, we couldn't
The
show
first-
in Convergence.
I'll be
Episode part
super.
1.
I'll be super sappy right here and just tell you. I
No,
owe
don't.
this guy. No, I will. I have to.
No.
You already brought it up, so it's happening.
No.
So very first thing I was ever in, I was actually an extra for about 2 seconds. The very first touch was.
Please tell me it was Skyhook.
Phoenix.
Son of a
Phoenix
bee!
Rises?
If it was Skyhook,
I know.
No.
that would have
Skyhook
been right into that
yeah.
shitty
No.
poster.
Yeah.
Yep.
Wait, did I
No,
say
that's-
Phoenix Rises? I meant.
Yeah, there you go. That's called directing.
Man, Skyhook.
Well done.
Skyhook
I was
Part 2.
mistaken.
Yeah.
I was mistaken.
That's how you do it.
Where I first met you, by the way, and then you had me back, thank goodness, and I've been very thankful ever since. And the bug doesn't go away once you get in. I really
No.
believe that. And you just surround yourself with good people that will help you succeed, and you lift everybody else up at the same time. There you go. I'm done with the sappy, Drew.
That was good.
There's,
I appreciate it.
that's
It was
not
honest.
the first sappy of the day.
That's
No.
No, we got a little emotional
Yeah,
earlier.
we've gotten emotional a couple times. Crystal, how do you guys deal with snow up there, Ron and Kyle?
we went and played
Uh,
at the park.
Well, so we were shooting that day, and I got to the location in the morning as the snow was falling, and the producers and everybody were like, "Oh, we're still gonna shoot," and then they go, "Wait, we're gonna go drive the van since people don't want to drive because they're worried about ice." Then it was 15 minutes later. "Oh wait, we're not shooting today." Okay, cool. I locked the location back up. I went to downtown, met up with Steve Conroy and
Yes.
Ron, and we started walking around throwing snowballs and
Yes.
taking cameras. Then I get a phone call at 12:10. Hey, we're
AM?
shooting. No, 12:10 p.m.
Okay.
Hey, we're shooting.
Wow.
We want to be at the bar to shoot by 1. We're on the way. Oh, okay.
Wow.
Hold on. And off I went to go shoot for 6 hours.
Can you tell what you do?
I do locations and logistics and fix problems and everybody else's jobs. And yeah,
that's fair enough.
Yeah.
And what aside from the cast portion for you, Ron, like being in the film, what'd you do?
I handled all of extras casting for the movie,
which is a nightmare.
I tell you what, it's we take for granted how much of a base we've built up in Mobile of just people who know the business. They understand what 12 and 15-hour days look like.
Yeah.
Birmingham, for all that they've had, they're not there yet. And mainly, I guess part and parcel of it is we did shoot in the rural areas outside of Birmingham. We shot in McCalla, the Green, what was the name of that?
Green Lantern.
The Green Lantern Bar. Which, by the way, that's the third movie that's shot in that place, and I'm astonished by that.
They're about to have another one.
Yeah. It's
Really?
It's just on this highway in the middle of nowhere.
Old Mary?
Actually, yes, that, and there's another one.
Good God.
Yeah. Also shot in Bessemer.
Bessemer, Fairfield. Irondale, Tarrant.
and so you get good people, good Alabama people who probably go to bed at 8 p.m. and you look at them and you say, come on down, be an extra. And they're super excited, right? Because they've never done this before. And they think, this is amazing, Hollywood, glitz, glamour. Then they get to set and they figure out there's guys standing around eating on a sandwich, looking at their clock. Who's got the damn camera? Why is the camera not ready? Where's sound? And, you know, after about 8 hours of that, and it's 35 degrees, and they really would rather go to bed.
Right.
The luxurious feel of it is gone.
Right.
And, you know, you compete with that. I think the one thing that my wife, Brandy, whom I love dearly and missed for 3 weeks, but I think she and I go out of our way to make it, even in spite of that, exciting to people.
Because the thing about, like, background...
Yes.
Right, because, you know, I hate the word extras.
I agree.
The word background is better, but the thing is, that's what makes a movie come to life.
Yeah.
Whether people realize it or not, like, the fact that, like, there are people walking through a scene in the background means that that's what makes your brain think all of a sudden, holy shit, this movie is alive and real, and it's a real world they're living in. Otherwise, like, without background, it's just boring. It's just super
everything's
boring.
Empty. And that happens a lot. You know, you get
I see it a ton in smaller films.
Oh,
it's like
they can't afford them.
They can't afford them, but figure out how.
Yeah.
Like, do the old gag. Does that still work? Can you do the gag with the sign that says you're walking into a film set, you will be part of a movie?
Legally, yes, you can still get away with that.
See? Pro tip.
You know, legally, yes, you can get away with that.
And Kyle's no lawyer, but he did stay at a Holiday Inn list.
Yeah.
I guess you would just chase them down with a release, though. They still have to sign.
They have that. You will need.
That's a PA
but that becomes.
Yes.
No offense.
No.
That's a PA or
agree.
your
no
casting
offense to
PA.
it.
That's right.
That becomes an issue of like.
No offense to it, but.
Oh, that must be something with a budget. That's weird. I've never heard of. I thought that was just an.
Totally how it works.
Somebody has to run down the person.
That is
weird. Somebody has to get that.
Yes. Oh, I bet they have those on Marvel, like Marvel films.
No, they don't have those on Marvel.
Everybody there is
you're
right. Cast.
Those guys have assistants.
Yes,
that makes complete
it's the
sense.
assistant to the casting PA.
That makes complete. You know that's true.
You know, everybody in a Marvel movie is cast.
Yeah,
like there's nobody that just gets in
I
there.
heard a story. So when we talk about getting vetted, that basically means that you worked enough hours in the union, SAG-wise, to get a residual check. I heard stories about background getting residual checks. That's something that came to me. They were, because they were SAG background, they got residual checks for being background, sir. That means you stood around all day, and then you go to your mailbox, and you're like, oh, check it out, I got $500.
Yeah. That is wild.
That is insane.
You know, the calculus behind how they figure residuals is not based on your credit roll number.
No.
It is based on days worked.
Yeah, it's totally right.
And
so what you want is you want the perfect storm to happen. And the perfect storm is Don Johnson breaking his leg on, what was that movie? Django.
Yeah.
So the extras and background on Django, when Don Johnson broke his leg, they were kept on because you can't do a drop ad.
Yeah.
So they were kept on, and those individuals who did not have an ounce of screen time past their scene had to be kept on because they didn't know, and suddenly, poof.
Yeah.
Residuals. And he was his broken leg was 6 weeks.
Yeah.
Tell you what, one guy that you guys just had in here this past week. I will embarrass him, Mr. Sandy, Jeremy Sandy.
Yeah. He's probably watching.
He
still.
is. He is a great story in that.
Yep.
Another guy who I like tremendously, Judd Lorman, has a great story about Hunger Games.
Yep.
And it's one of those things that's lightning in a bottle, and you just don't know when you're going to catch it again, but you're glad you caught it one time.
Mm-hmm. But it's the same thing that frustrates me just slightly personally.
Sure.
Is that I know a bunch of crew that kill themselves to make the movie happen. So if the crew goes away, the movie's not going to happen technically.
Right.
Because the actor still sells the movie. It is actors, whether they're background, foreground, principal, or primary talent. I don't give a crap. They're selling the movie.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, the crew should be in that. But then I get into this bigger enigma. How many movies are made with a ton of VFX in it?
Nowadays, quite a bit.
Yeah. Right. And they get nothing.
They
get no residuals. So VFX is completely cut out of the process. And Digital Ron may not even have Ron's actual voice. Digital Ron might be running across to fight a giant dragon, but Digital Ron gets a day counted for that, and VFX gets nothing. It's a weird scenario. But at the end of the day, I also appreciate the fact that Ron sells the movie.
Sure.
Like, the VFX guy does not sell the movie directly. Right? The two artists that made Digital Ron don't sell the movie, though they do at the same time. It's like this really weird gray area.
Technicians and crew don't get anything but cast and creative.
And directors, if you're DGA.
Yeah.
You guys DGA up there?
I know.
Yeah. That's a
I
big
I didn't realize
Nothing
that. So
has been
educated me.
really
I didn't realize
DGA.
DGA guys are in the residual.
Woo!
Really?
Oh, buddy.
Yeah.
But the problem is, most producers don't want to pay for DGA pooling fees.
Okay.
Yeah. So
which makes sense. It does make sense. It's really expensive.
Yeah. I mean, outside
there's
the
a
studios,
completion bonus for a DGA director, which is like
it's a nice
a
little
completion
change.
bonus for an actor is a different beast. You don't really get them. You guys get like box office bonus, and you get Bob's, and you might get a sales bonus.
Yes.
But DGA gets a whole nother level of that, which is going to come into completion bonus, which is a really weird situation. You should complete the job because it's your job.
I say you got paid to do the job. Like, I gotta now give you a bonus to finish
That's
the job.
If it ain't my movie I'm producing, bring me the completion bonus.
Yes. Yes.
I'll DGA the shit out of something.
Yes. Now it works. It works both ways. I mean, that's kind of the weird little enigma of the industry we're in.
It is strange, and it was something that I learned early on. I thought, well, wow, maybe the key of each department. I thought, well, maybe possibly they would be entitled to it, and no. And I don't know where IATSE would ever have a very good bargaining chip with that, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't pretend to be educated in that department
because they're
pretty much.
We have a really fascinating a big European pool on the show.
Massive.
Yeah, I've noticed.
We have a pretty big European audience, and they don't have the same union rules as
no.
as we do.
Theirs are very different. Canada's even very vastly different.
Well, they also have tea time. I've heard the
I
stories.
really love tea time.
Oh, you got to hear the stories from Horst. Like, he will sit around and tell you stories about, like, midday, whenever tea time is. I don't know if anybody wants to tell me what tea time is, but when tea time is, rather, they would have tea time, and they would stop shooting for tea time.
Yeah.
We don't get tea time.
No.
America.
Yeah.
That's right.
F yeah.
We're great.
Yeah. Oh, my God. Again.
Again. Wow.
Yeah.
No,
the sequel.
No, we're not.
The sequel.
The sequel.
Keeping in mind, sequels are rarely as good as the original, but
sure, never happens.
Who's keeping track?
Hey.
What's happening in the Chatsky? Anything?
Yeah. Looks like a bunch of nerd speak.
Talking with Ichi, but Chris Lott said working background for Ether is how he met this whole crazy crew in here.
Oh.
Thanks to Ron and Brandy.
Yeah.
And then Human Condition said making movies is hard work. Besides self-medication, how do you stay healthy?
How do you stay healthy, Ron?
I tell you what, I actually had zero of that. I was straight water the whole time. Tried to keep a decent bedtime if we were on normal hours, and about 4 miles of walking, jogging time every day, which sounds insane. But
what do you do?
I know alcohol,
coffee.
Yeah. Lack of sleep, and yeah.
What do you do?
Used to be coffee, beer, and cigarettes, but now it's just coffee and beer.
Oh yeah, you could.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
That's a good health change.
I will tell you this in my old profession and in this one, one thing that becomes key is find somebody on set, whether they're your friend already or not, that you can bounce issues or problems off.
Yeah,
that's
true.
Yeah, that's true.
And
that's
also
a great point.
a
That's
good
very true.
vent spot. And I'm gonna tell you, this guy right here was
he's
good. Was
poor
great.
Kyle.
He's definitely a
Poor
good one.
Kyle.
He gets it all. He gets
He's a
Poor
good one.
Kyle. Kyle gets it from me. He got it from you.
Yep.
He gets it from anybody. Kyle,
Pretty
because
much
I know,
everybody.
Yeah.
The
Yes.
location guy.
I know that Kyle can keep his mouth shut. I'm like, Kyle,
Yes.
I need to come at you.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Kyle knows if I like give him the code of Vegas, Kyle, I'm giving you Vegas. And Vegas is, what happens in Vegas
Sure.
stays in
That's right.
Vegas, right? So I can go to Kyle with Vegas and be like, blah,
Yes.
vomit it out. And then all of a sudden Kyle's like, yeah, cool, I understand. Here's 3 things. Here's a pat on the back.
Yep.
Go get a cup of coffee.
While
Go
you're
fuck
while you're
yourself.
laying on the office floor.
I do that a lot.
And we literally encountered that recently.
Yeah.
And I said, hey man, here are the issues. And he said, hey, deal with it. Gave me 3 PowerPoints and said, go with those, and don't look back. It was like literally, it was like in Casino. In Goodfellas, where he gave him the money, he's like, now I got to turn my back.
Yeah.
That's Kyle. He's like, here's good advice. Now I got to turn my back.
Yeah.
You're like, all right, man.
No, I mean, but that's why Kyle's a producer.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a good shooter. You're not me, but you're a good shooter.
He's good at positioning things to be successul.
Yeah.
He is that. He's the
right.
fixer.
That's
His job is to fix the
Yeah.
problem.
And
he's
he
like,
does.
oh, you're the problem? Let me fix you.
Yeah.
And
I'm also a psychologist, motherfucker.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I don't know if you abuse that privilege like I do, but
I abuse it regularly.
1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon.
Regularly.
I
gonna
do.
abuse it.
I do. When we lead the phone call off, I'll say, "Man, I know you're sleeping." No, man, I'm not sleeping. I know you are.
Sleep.
I know you are. But then I forget about what I just apologized for and spend 10 minutes explaining. Please fix this.
Well,
So,
we ran into it on Heirloom.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, Kyle, so help me figure out this problem. They have an arts and crafts show in the middle of our set.
Yeah.
I was like, what? I was like, yeah, there's an arts and crafts show. Okay.
The night before.
Yeah.
Not even the full day
can
before.
we move the crew? And it becomes a discussion of, yes, we can move the... He's like, well, okay, how about this? And he just gives solutions, right? That's what you need.
Yes.
Other than sticking to, like, sometimes if you're the negative Nancy on top of the negative Nancy, then you're a double Nancy. And a double Nancy is never good.
Yeah.
Because then nothing happens. Nothing goes forward. Like, you just get stuck in that space.
It's like getting to double salmon. You just really don't want to.
Wow, so don't bring me the double salmon! Double salmon is the term when you've rewritten the script so many times, you've changed colors. Every time you make a change into a screenplay in the film world, a new color is issued.
Color.
And so when you've reached double salmon, that is 24 iterations of the same script. It is my goal in life to reach double salmon. Jax, who doesn't watch the show, production coordinator, UPM, cannot stand it when I bring up my double salmon thing. I'm obsessed. That's what I want to do personally.
Yeah.
Anything going on over there?
No.
You're all talking about cameras that have nothing to do with it.
Cameras or tea time being sweet tea in the South.
Oh,
tea time is sweet tea inside.
You could do sweet tea.
I'm
We
about to
do.
start
I think we
adopting
should
that.
start that.
Yeah, that's going to
It's a
happen.
10-minute crafty break with sweet tea.
Yeah, that's about to happen.
Okay.
Next project.
Maybe
that's
some
happening.
barbecue sliders. You know.
Ooh,
throw it all in.
I love it. I love it. Tie it all together.
I love it.
Make it happen.
I mean, go back to the whole like no sleep thing and whatnot. This show, there were 2 days that I pulled 19 hours a day, and one of them I got done. We were doing overnights. I got done, got back to the corporate apartment they were renting us for me and Matt Banfield, who's my assistant manager. So we got
Matty
back to,
B, you guys have heard us talk
Is
about
usually in the chat too.
Yeah.
I got back to the apartment at 8:30. Started doing laundry because we had to be out by noon to go check into our new hotel, and then be back on set that night. So I took a 30-minute nap while laundry was going. Moved all my stuff to the hotel. Got to the hotel at like 11:30, 12, or no, right after 12. Checked in, dropped my stuff off, left, and went back to set, and then worked another 19-hour day.
Nope.
But on union rules.
Oh yeah.
OT.
Yeah.
Yeah. The accountant looked at me at the end. He goes, "These are all right." And I said, "Oh yeah." He goes, "Okay."
Good for you, though.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
No
That's
kidding.
That's where the union comes in handy.
Yes.
That's where it comes in handy.
Yes.
For sure.
Definitely.
If you guys are not familiar with union rules, he's talking about turnaround time and violations of turnaround.
Yeah,
first calls
and losing. You're basically losing sleep. You need to get paid for your time. Is what the union in that space does.
And to sleep, so safety is not a concern.
Correct.
Yes. Oh, first on this movie ever in my career, and I doubt you've ever done it either. 7th day.
Yes. 7th day.
Yes. Ooh, love 7 days.
7th day.
Yep.
And then we canceled it after
Hate it, but
3 hours.
Yep.
Of process trailer rigging on 7th day, and they got it all rigged up. We went and do one run, came back, got. The only thing we shot wasn't even on the call sheet. It was an additional ad.
That's right.
Nothing on the call sheet
That's
we
right.
shot. That's all punted to the end.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
That's right. I forgot about that. I don't
Some
know how.
UPM is like just getting reamed right now. Still.
All right, so we have a question.
Yeah, what's the question?
From Human Condition, is it better to have a great or horrible day versus a string of average days on set? I would say average days, personally.
Ooh, I'd rather have the horrible day.
I was about to say, depending on what you're really going for in the movie, because out of great days and horrible days, you have really amazing art that comes out of it in collaborative environment that can spawn whole new things. But if it's an average day where you're keeping to 12 hours, you're just shooting what you have on the page.
Yep.
You're shooting your call sheet and then you're moving on. It's almost monotonous and it gets into routine. It
does.
almost like shooting on
Definitely.
soundstage, and that you don't get to really push that boundary.
True.
So-
But I've also had horrible day that turned into a next horrible day, which
Oh,
turned
yes.
into a next horrible day. Which is why I went average on it.
This show. It started with day one and never stopped.
It did domino on
You
itself.
know, but that does happen.
It
But
does.
I would rather have those because at least in that aspect, it
I will say
pushes,
having
pushes
a
the
great
creativity
day.
and the
Definitely.
challenge.
Yeah,
You know.
it does. I would definitely say having a great day definitely changes the whole aspect of anything you shoot.
We did encounter there was an average here. There was no average.
Yeah.
It was one extreme or the other. But I will say, for every department, even including everyone at the very top, they kept an even keel.
That's
Even
good.
when-
Yeah, that's
even
very
when
good.
situations
Yeah.
were
That's
like,
good.
this is not, we can't deal with this. There wasn't that freak out mode. Nobody pointed fingers. They didn't do anything. They just all got to a little powwow, circled the wagons, and said, "How are we going to make it happen?"
Yeah, that's
Well, there was some of that behind doors.
Yes,
but
in front of
for the
the
most part, they
for
were
morale
pretty
purposes,
Well,
it was kept.
look,
here.
the closest thing to a film hierarchy, whether people like it or not, and I'm not taking away from anyone's service, is the military.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yes.
And so if you
Very much
bash
so.
people too much publicly, you lose morale.
Yeah.
So you have to find that balance. And so apparently somebody had enough wherewithal to understand the balance factor and at least roll it over. I try not to yell until I'm at the point of yelling.
Yeah.
I typically don't yell that much.
Not since the early days.
I've yelled at him. I don't think I've ever yelled at you.
No.
I know I've never yelled at you.
No.
But I've yelled at him on Skyhook, which you guys weren't around for.
Yeah.
I ripped him a new one multiple times because I was not happy with what was happening.
I wasn't the only person that got ripped on that movie.
Oh, everybody got
Just
ripped.
to say I know.
I yelled at the grips on Phoenix
Yeah, I was about to
for
say,
not
remember
helping
Phoenix?
him
Yeah.
because they were not supporting him. I yelled at the location manager, which was not you, on Sons for completely ruining my world.
I
Along
remember
with
that. That was the day you walked into my office and laid on the floor.
That is correct.
Because we both had to figure it out from there.
I didn't know what I was going to do.
Yeah.
I yelled at the DP on Convergence. I don't think I yelled once on Nigel and Oscar. They were a very sensitive cast. Or Sasquatch.
Sasquatch, man.
Which
You definitely yelled on Sasquatch.
Yeah, oh yeah, no, there was some yelling on Sasquatch.
Was there?
Not in front of the crew, though.
There's 2 of them that I know for a fact.
Oh, I ripped you because you guys totally effed up footage.
No, we didn't F up footage.
You
at
did
all.
not send it out when it was supposed to be out.
That's sending. That's not fucking it up.
Oh, but you didn't send it out. The executive producer, the guy funding the
Terminology.
movie. Yeah, but the guy
that was
funding the movie
terminology.
says...
Semantics, man.
No.
Semantics.
When the guy funding the movie says,
There
send
is
me
that
footage
one.
every night and
Yeah.
it doesn't get to him?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
That was
Not
the
cool.
first night when we were backed up.
Yeah.
Never happened again.
So that's one yelling. What's the other
Yeah.
yelling?
Other one was it was not towards crew or cast.
They yell at Sky?
No, it was you weren't yelling at anybody per se. It was a non-film film related but not film talk. was between you and me, and I think Jonesy was there. It was when the whole flip.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was about to say, I know you yelled about
That's
that.
separate.
Yeah.
But that wasn't yelling at.
That's what I'm saying. That's not yelling at
That was
anybody.
friendship.
Yes.
Versus
That
that was
wasn't yelling
Vegas.
at-
That was a Vegas
Yes.
thing, and not a.
Because there was a bunch of yelling, not just from you, it's from everybody in that.
I think there's quite a few people.
I did not. But what I'm saying is like. There's a point when you yell to the public, and there's a point when you don't.
Yeah, no, there is.
Early on, it's easier to yell at the public. Then you realize, like, that doesn't do anything. And then you back off, and you, like, no matter how much of an auteur you are, you still have to pull it back in and be like, okay, wait.
Yeah.
These men and women are here to make sure this movie happens. If I destroy the morale, then I've destroyed the movie.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Well, I've destroyed enough movies, is what I'm saying.
Well, you know, side note about Sasquatch. My copy will be here, I think, Monday or Tuesday.
Well, good for you. I'm glad you even knew it came out.
Yeah. Oh, I ordered that son of a bitch off of Amazon.
I saw it.
I had no idea. I had no clue that movie came out.
Well, I knew from your post.
Yeah, but I had no idea. You know how I found out?
Huh.
True story. Absolutely
Yeah.
true. The movie we
It's
plugged,
terrible.
the trailer, I'm sitting at lunch with the executive producer. Another guy's in the room, and he goes, oh, hey, I saw that your movie Sasquatch came out. In front of the EP.
Yeah.
The guy who funded the damn movie. And I said, I'm sorry, what? And so they went into further detail. Yeah, it's on Amazon and on Google
iTunes.
and iTunes,
Yep.
and it's all. I was like, I'm sorry, what? Oh yeah, they changed the name. Well, I knew
Yeah,
the name
you
was
knew that
going
was
to be
coming.
changed, but I didn't know to what. Yeah, I had to eat it in front of the EP.
Yep. It's terrible.
Oh,
stuff to
directing
do it.
is so glamorous. Oh, it's so
Yeah.
great. I make so much money.
Yeah.
I can't even drive.
That's-
I can't even
that's-
afford a new car. Just one.
Yeah.
Living the dream, man.
Live this. I won't even say the struggle.
You know,
Living the track
Bullshit.
tire dream.
I'm living a dream. Yeah.
I don't know who's
I'm
dream it
running
is,
down
but
the dream. Me and old, God rest his soul, Tom
Yeah.
Petty.
That's right.
No. Oh.
Vape time.
Texted Matty B and was like, hey, are you getting in town soon? He's like, no, I'm staying watching Star Wars in IMAX. I was like, okay, well, we're talking about you on the live stream.
Cannot blame him for that. I will say I had not been to Birmingham in a decade. It was
I love that town.
well, they have
Yeah.
really revitalized.
Oh yeah,
their
it's changed a
downtown.
lot.
Somebody was like, because I would walk every night. I was just like, there was a Publix nearby and whatever else I needed, Starbucks, because you know.
Because you are the biggest caffeine junkie.
Yes, that's true.
You and Peter McKinnon,
And
bro, caffeine off.
Yeah.
And I was, so I got back and I was talking to somebody and they were like, man, you can't walk around with Birmingham downtown. I was like, only if hipsters start murdering people.
Yeah.
Because otherwise I'm safe. Because
Yeah.
that's all you saw.
No,
Lots
there's
of
nothing.
boots and tight roll pants.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like it. I
Yeah,
like
man.
that town.
I
do too.
It's changed. It's gone out of its way to
Some
change
good- some
and
good
move into this
Yeah,
century.
it's definitely changed.
It
A
is.
lot of good food up there.
Oh, yeah.
BK got picked up.
Yeah?
I got hired to rewrite.
Sweet.
So I'm in the process. So hopefully it happens.
Yeah.
Hopefully it
I
happens
got
on the
I got a few other things that might come up.
Yeah, that's good.
We'll talk about offline.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can't talk about that here. Because all of these dudes could steal my job. So
Sure.
go on. Every single person watching this stream could steal my job.
There is some good stuff cooking.
See, the nice thing
There's
is
stuff
I
cooking.
know they can't take my job.
Nope, because
Sure.
nobody wants your job.
Exactly.
Like, nobody wants to be, hey, locations, we have maggot-infested dog shit. Can you please come pick it up? And you're like, fuck you
Actually,
guys.
that has
I'll do
happened
it.
on the show.
I know!
We have had to do the dog shit.
That's at least fixable. That's
yeah.
at least fixable.
It is
How
fixable.
about
It's true.
Ron? There's like 5 extras leaving. What can we do about that?
I don't
know.
Yeah.
I don't. Do you want me to go block their car? Can we do that? No, we can't do that, man. I promise we can't.
True story.
Yeah.
that conversation did happen.
The worst scenario to happen on a movie set is when your background leaves and you've already set them.
Yep.
Yeah.
You've already set background.
Well,
they leave.
Yeah.
But that's why
That's
you
the
that's
risk.
why you start out with your wide shots and all your background in, and then work your way in so you can let them go.
What you got to find is the person who looks
Yeah.
at the camera the least,
Mhm.
and then
Yeah.
you put them in as the close talent.
Yeah.
Right? They're the closest background extra, so that you don't. So, like, pro tip: if you want to get a couple, like, what, $75? What do you guys pay them? $75? You don't have to answer that.
Yeah. I won't answer.
You
that.
want a quick $75, $85? You go to set, you get in the wide shot, and then when they do the close-ups, you just start looking at the camera. Then they pay. I'm sorry, Ron. I'm just destroying.
No,
you.
no, 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 no.
Exactly.
This is actually all true. So.
Then they pay you to leave, and you got your money, and you were in the movie.
You don't have to be there
And
that
then you
long.
can post your stupid picture on Facebook.
Yeah.
And you know, it's I've never understood the. We all know the Mardi Gras guy, right? He's drunk. He gets behind the reporter and he does this.
Yeah, that guy.
And you don't know why that happens.
Right.
And in a scene, the director will set it, or whoever's setting the scene, they'll set the extras and they go, okay, you guys are conversing. When you hear action, just keep conversing. Got it. Action.
Yeah, that is.
I don't know.
I love those people.
Yeah. I do too.
I really want to make a movie about
I'm not
nothing
even mad
but
about
those
those guys.
Yeah, where like the entire film is like every hero character is out of focus and it just puts on background.
Yes.
Who's just looking at the lens the entire time? They're like this. They're like these guys. The scene's happening. You guys are talking and they're like,
that's the guy. Holy shit, that's him.
Yeah. That's what I want. Yeah. More than anything.
And right after that, with a straight face, I don't even look. I'm not even mad. I just look at you and go, "Did you get your voucher filled out correctly?"
Yeah.
Please
don't get paid to let you
Yeah,
do that. Please tell me that you filled out the paperwork correctly.
Please tell me
Like, that's all I need
Do
you
you
to
have
do.
two forms of ID besides that close-up shot right there?
Yeah,
Anything else?
Yeah, anything else.
All right.
Did you take your camera?
Yes.
Kyle's a GH5 owner.
Yes.
If you guys
Yeah,
didn't
I
know.
did, and I got
If
a
you
little
just
bit.
joined us.
I got a little bit.
If you
of,
just joined us,
the snow stuff, and I got a little stuff during prep. But honestly, I was
you actually had a job to do.
Yeah. I tell you what,
Yeah.
the snow pictures came out fabulous. They're amazing.
Yeah.
They really are.
Matty B published a shot of, I guess he mounted his GoPro in his truck.
Yeah.
And he was like, I went to Publix, and it looks like he's in like the worst snowfall.
Wow.
I mean, we got
snowpocalypse.
4 to 6 inches.
Yeah.
In downtown Birmingham.
Which we don't have in the South. Like, we don't do well with snow in the South.
No, not at all.
And then as I'm driving down here today, my car is reading 80 degrees.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
blazing. It's super blazing. You can wear shorts right now.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, yeah, we have more questions. One more question. In terms of storytelling, how important is the editor compared to other folks in the chain?
Ooh.
Well, Convergence massively.
Massively.
Oh, Shane Hazen?
Yeah.
Dude, that's probably Shane asking.
He's hiding behind his new screen name. He's like, watch this. I'm going to get him right now.
I'll show you for never giving me payback, Terrence Malick.
Sometimes yes, sometimes not.
Yeah. No, in some cases, the
matters.
editor brings a perspective that I think. So, like, anybody that's a director that's also in this channel, that's also a DP, that also ends up editing, I would suggest finding someone to edit for you just because they're going to bring a perspective that I guarantee you've never seen. I promise they're going to bring a different look to it. And that if you're a really great director, you steer that where you want it. If you're a moderately shitty director like me, you just get them to let them do the rest of the movie.
You just give them content and hope that it all adds up.
No, I find the director, or the editor rather, to be as soon as you're done with production, the editor's job begins. But I don't like to dump truck direct, which is that idea that Caleb Deschanel, the DP, says, which is the idea of shooting a bunch of shots, throwing in an editor's lab, and be like, there you go.
Figure it out.
I don't do that.
No.
I refuse to do that. What would you say?
I mean, I would definitely say that it's almost like they can be, depending on if they have a good relationship with the director and the concept of the story, they know where it's going. They can be almost another director in the sense of now it's taking what you guys made and finding the story inside of it, because you're going to have multiple different angles and shots and different ways you did it, and it's okay, which one A works the best, but also B tells the underlying story and the hidden things and the little notes and everything that you want to accent and bring out that are subtle.
Right.
You know, it's why is this Christmas tree here? Like, we need to feature it, and it's a little hidden homage to, you know, Kurosawa, or it's
right.
We're gonna bring this back. You know, it's gonna be, you know, something that you're gonna, when you see it the third time, you're gonna realize, oh, that was foreshadowing to something else.
Right.
That if the editor doesn't have that in the shot or doesn't allude to it, then you know, you don't have it.
What about from an acting standpoint?
Interesting thing, and I don't mean to name drop, but it's kind of help.
No, it's fine. You
don't
can name drop. No one cares.
It's not really a name drop. I did spend 8 days with the guy, but Danny Glover gave me a great piece of information, and also Lorraine Toussaint. I don't know if you guys like Orange is the New Black, but she played V first 2 seasons. I worked with her as well on Runaway Island.
Yeah.
Plug. And
there's the shameless plug.
That's right.
There's
also Rage, still on Netflix. Click it, and I get a check.
Shameless.
I get a check every time.
Name drop.
But both of them, who I consider to be consummate professionals, one day we were sitting there heading downtown, taking Danny back to his hotel, and he said, Ron, what we do as actors is just say words. When they cut this thing, that's where the magic is. You just hope they see your vision. Oh. And it's, I thought that was really insightful, because now, whether directors or anybody else thinks that actors are cognizant of what an editor's going to do down the road with their creation, he proved to me that they were.
Right.
And Lorraine Toussaint, the same thing. She said, Ron, we're going to do this scene. This is what I think it's going to be. They'll interpret it later as to what they got from what I'm giving them. And from both of them, I always want to be a student. I want to learn. And I try to be cognizant of that as well. For instance, where this thing was added in 2 weeks ago, and they stuck me in, you're cognizant of the fact that the director sees some importance to it.
Right.
What nuance can I put on that to make it to where he looks at it and goes, all right, Ron did not let me down. It was valuable because he did this. And then down the road in editing, when neither of us are touching it, they look at it and go, all right, I get it. Yeah. Or they don't get it and they throw it on the floor and go, sorry.
Yeah, no,
that sucked.
Yeah, I've been on both
Don't
sides.
make up stuff anymore, ever. Yeah.
But that's the balancing. Like literally, the film industry or the performance is the balancing act.
Yes.
Like you're balancing between the narrative and the performance to tell the story. Yeah. Like that's the story is the pivot. So like you just are constantly doing this, trying to find that. Like when you hit those like perfect level pieces,
right?
Dude, that's when it shines.
Yeah.
Like to me, because like I've seen stuff where the performance is amazing, but the story is so bad. Or the interpretation is so bad that I see what they were doing, but I just don't get it. It doesn't click. Yeah. The entire Last Jedi is an example of that.
Haven't seen it yet.
I'm not spoiling nothing.
Oh
for
yeah,
you.
we have to go back to the non-spoilers.
Yeah, we're not non-spoilers.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Well, we've been on the air now for 3 hours.
Good. We have been on the air for 2.5.
2.5 hours. I think we're done talking.
I was going to say, I think we extended your guys' time a little too far.
Smidge. It's fine. I could drink one more beer.
Yeah, we had nothing else.
Just go ahead and push me over the edge all the way. Like full over, putting into that. So if you have a chance, check out the LUTs. They're available. Please download them.
If not,
purchase
go to the GoFundMe.
Yeah, or go to the GoFundMe. It'll be in the links.
Sorry, I'm plugging the pew more.
No, I get it. But like, if you have a chance, every time you buy the LUTs, a portion of that will go back to them. So like, you get something, they get something. It helps them.
Yeah.
Helps their family. They're in a need right now. It's a holiday season. You benefit. They benefit. Hopefully, bigger than just money. But if you have a chance, check it out. If not, totally cool. Totally get it. There's a GoFundMe if you don't want the LUTs. If you want the free LUT, there's a link in the description of the video we posted earlier today. If you're not familiar, just go check it out. We talk a bunch of trash and say that it's the best LUT ever made, or some garbage. Who knows what we did? So, Ron,
hey, I want to thank
anything
you
want to say
me.
for 2017?
It's been a great and interesting year. I ventured outside of my comfort zone and went to New Jersey and did voice work, which was it's good to set your ego aside and go, you know what, voice work is kind of cool.
No, it's awesome.
And it was for a kids show. Thank you guys for having me. You were always instrumental in getting me down this road, and I mean that sincerely.
I appreciate it.
Fix something, dude. Something's going to break soon. Fix it.
Yeah, fix it, Kyle.
Right now.
Fix 2017, Kyle.
Hey, listen, I'm done for the year right now, okay? I just signed a new lease on the apartment behind my house for my office to move into. That's my plan is to move stuff in.
Oh, congratulations. That's awesome.
And then I'm getting married in 23 days.
Oh, yeah, that's awesome.
So I got to go finish all that stuff.
Yeah, that's a big deal.
That's the end of my year.
Oh, good.
And then I'll come back to this movie after that.
He says in the next week he's on the middle of something.
Yeah, that's always how it works. You? Anything?
Yeah. Thank you, everybody, for watching.
Yeah. That's it. That's
and
all Jeff
dealing
has
with
to
us.
say.
Yeah.
That's it.
The fact that y'all have been able to deal with Drew and I and still sit around, that's kind of impressive.
I locked my arms down for 5 minutes.
Whoa.
Yeah,
because they made fun of me for
the most
you
part.
locked your arms down for 5 minutes. He tried to talk for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I won. He failed. He failed.
Hey, I didn't fail.
You
I had
failed.
to do other things.
2017. The year of Jeff. The year of Jeff's failure to talk for 5 minutes. My success. I kept my hand still for 5 minutes. That's the end of this video. I don't know how else to say goodbye, but Happy New Year.
We're
probably going to be back
possibly,
Tuesday.
Yeah.
I know. We're going to be back.
So we have one more show.
You'll end up doing
but until then, if you didn't watch it, this is a 3-hour freaking live stream on YouTube about nothing. This is the Seinfeld of the internet right here.
And we still have 21 people watching.
And there's people watching.
Wow.
I'm surprised.
Yeah.
Thanks, everybody.
Yes,
See
thank
ya.
y'all.